Hello!
Hello everybody!
We're live!
Live!
And we're here to play some Age of Sigmar. Spearhead.
We haven't played Age of Sigmar on the channel for a very long time.
6 years?
How old's the channel?
7 years? Yes, it was a very long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Hopefully everyone can see us.
Far away. Far, it's just over there. But
it wasn't even in the garage.
No, we didn't play in the garage.
In the kitchen even. So yeah, we're here tonight to play some Spearhead. And I'd like to think we've evolved somewhat since those early days.
We've certainly got hairier, some of us.
Yeah. So we'll crash on. We're going to just start playing the game. We'll try and explain what we're doing as we're going and how things work. And if you get any questions as you're watching it now, or if you're watching it back later on, then stick them in the comments now. Stick them in the chat straight away. We'll try and answer everything we can. Unfortunately, everything isn't painted because Games Workshop sends us stuff very close to release date. Not that we're complaining. Thank you very much for sending it, GW. We are very grateful.
Yes, it's been really good to get hold of it, but it doesn't leave us much time to paint stuff to a very high standard. It's hard enough anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so I think we're just going to crash into this one. So let me just quickly get the scores up on the screen. There's the scores on the board.
Especially for you, I've just realised, because you've got many more fighters than I've got.
Many. I mean, the idea should be that I can paint to a slightly lower standard because it won't stand out as much, but I can't. It's just physically impossible for me to do. So yeah, we're going to crash on. Any questions as we go, just shout them out, stick them in the comments. We will answer them live now, or we'll come back to them later on.
And if you are watching, do give us a shout. We've got some rats. We've got Peter Margot rats in the channel. Zach Matthews. Hello, everyone.
Zach Matthews, right? Yeah.
Ooh, a new game indeed. A new game. It's a new game.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. And we're going to play some Spearhead. So, who's looking forward to seeing the Stormcast get smashed or the Skaven win? I don't think Skaven have won a game yet.
Nobody ever wants the Stormcast to win.
I know, there's probably some Stormcast players out there.
Wants the Stormcast. Well, unless they're playing them. But other than that, even then, if they're not playing them, they still, if they're just watching and they normally play them, they still want them to lose.
Yeah. So if anyone doesn't know, Spearhead, you play all on this board, which is fairly decently sized. I mean, the whole orange area you can see is a 3x3 mat, so you can see you've got plenty of space around the edges to fit stuff on. The armies are already pre-prescribed, and I get 20 clan rats. 3 heroes, a grey seer, a engineer, and a boss and a big bitey thing, and 3 rat ogres.
Yeah, and I get a big boss dude, I get a wizard type guy with a flaming sword, 5 Stormcast eternal on foot, and then 3 prosecutors over here, the fly ones. And they prosecute people. They sort of.
You are charged.
Keir Starmers. I'm just going to put this on here. This is an Underworlds board, so you can sort of roughly see how big it is.
So can you? I mean, if we put it that way, is it a quarter? It's a little bit over a quarter wide, but about
more or less to the middle there. So that's how big it is. So it's a nice size board. I believe it's the same size as the Kill Team board.
Yes.
And possibly the Warcry board.
I would say you could then use them instead if you want a different gaming surface, but you will need because the objectives are already pre-placed on the board, so you would need to measure them out.
But they're always in the same. Well, the other side of the board is this is Giran or Giran. I can't do that. It's not working. Does that side fold over this way?
No. I don't know. Let me have a look.
It does. So this side is red. So that's the actual side. The objectives are in different places.
Yeah.
But as long as you mark them on with something, you can play on any board. Any shape, any size.
Jim Crimmins is right. Yeah, Spearhead is the same size as Warcry Kill Team, so you can have different tables. This might look a bit weird on a Kill Team, but you could, as long as you've got the objectives marked out. And I mean, there's nothing stopping you marking the objectives out, getting some templates, and putting them where you want, as long as you keep it.
That's very true.
Rotationally symmetrical. Yeah. So you have to do that, but
both sides, although they're different, they do have some symmetry.
And Zach Matthews asked a question already: is there any magic in this game? Sort of. There are little one-off things, but it's not massively expanded on in the core rules because you only use core rules.
Yeah, so only use the core rules. I'm going to say there is magic in the sense that there's guys who have
cast spells and
magic spells, but there's no. They're just an ability, really. Yeah. So there's no, you can't unbind. Is it unbinding? It's called in the main game. So you can't unbind any spells or all that kind of thing. It works. Yeah. I'm guessing it's probably toned down. So they are all predetermined stats. I think you said that already. Yeah. And they are different to the stats in for the AOS game. So that's possibly not a great thing, but not a bad thing. What else we got?
Nico says, "Hi, is this Warcry? What's the difference?" I mean, there's quite a lot of difference. The stats and how the game plays is all very different to Warcry. The board size is the same, but that's about it. So
yeah, Warcry. I mean, it's got twists like Warcry has, but other than that, the way it plays is very different. You haven't got any of that. Warcry is more about that. I can't remember what they're called, but you've got the different abilities and you roll the dice. And you get to if you get
you roll those 7 dice at the start. I quite like that. I wish they figured a way to get that into AOS, to be honest, because I did quite like it. You roll a hit, you roll a wound, you roll for saves, that kind of thing. So it's a bit more rolly than
roll. But it's not too horrendous. I suppose because it's a fairly small model count.
Yeah,
it was never too.
It's not quite as small as Warcry's because I've got 26 models, and you've got 12, something like that.
Yeah, it's never quite as horrific as that game of 40k we played that time.
Oh god, no. One of your prosecutor's arms has fallen off, by the way.
Oh no!
So he gets -1 attack.
Oh no! He can't throw his spear anymore.
Ray, one less ranged attack to skewer my Skavens. And yes, Jim Crimson's right. Warcry has open list buildings. You can build your arms how you want. This one, they all come pre-assembled. You buy a Vanguard box, and that's it. You get all your rules and everything in there.
When he says pre-assembled, he means he doesn't
pre-generate. Yeah, they're not already put together. You've got to still put them together. And you for these 2 warbands, the armies, you could possibly push fit them. I did use glue on mine.
I push fitted mine because I stuck the big guy together and hated him because of the gaps and things, and then actually realised that they push fitted the rest. But I will stick some of the pieces together when I've finished.
Yeah, because they get a bit loose otherwise. Yeah. So what's the first thing we've got to do, Robin?
So we've got the Spearhead Fire and Jade book here. We might have here. Yes, here. You can't really see it because of the halo.
Hello.
Well, that's the Fire and Jade book, and it has in the front. It has a battle plan that we are following today. So, I mean, there's various bits about that before about playing Spearhead, but we've kind of covered all that, so I'm not going to go through that. But the pre-battle sequence, Peter, is roll off. The winner chooses who is the attacker and who is the defender.
Right, so let's roll in dice. So I've got a red one, and I get a 5.
5, and I got a 5.
I get a 4 the second time round.
I get a 2.
So I win.
You get to pick.
I can't remember who goes first.
I can tell you it is. The attacker chooses.
Attacker chooses who goes first.
Yeah.
I'll be the attacker then.
Okay.
And I think.
Okay, so you pick their regiment ability and your enhancement ability, and then I do the same.
Okay.
Enhancement, sorry.
So this is one of the things that they allow you to do to customise your warband a little bit. So my regiment ability, I'm going to pick 2 quick to hit, which means that when I retreat, I don't take any mortal wounds because normally you do. And I'm also going to then pick the passive scryer ability that my general's a rattling pistol shoots 2d6 shots instead of 1d6.
Okay. I am going to pick my regiment ability is going to be strike where needed. Which I use once per battle, but I can when I use the retreat ability, no mortal damage is inflicted on that unit. In addition, I can then charge afterwards after retreating, so it's quite good. Yes.
It will be 160 English pounds for the box, Zach Matthews.
That's RRP, so you'll get it cheaper. In places like Will and Games.
Will and Games, check them out. And as Jim's pointed out, it's different places. Obviously, 265 USD, I think 400 odd Aussie dollars.
£1 billion worth.
Yeah.
It worked out at £237 straight.
Ridiculous in Australia.
A straight conversion. And for my enhancement, I'm going to pick the Quicksilver Draft. Which
draft.
Yes, which you can do it tonight. It's quite warm in here. But that means my general has it's a once per battle thing, but in the phase that I use it, any combat phase, my general has the strike first ability.
Yep, Jim's also correct that they might have a separate Spearhead box later on, because currently the only way you can get the boards and the cards that you need is to buy the big box, and hopefully they'll come up with one that just has these boards and the cards that you need to be able to play it, with or without the Spearheads, because £160 is a little much.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, two Spearhead boxes on their own is about £160, and you're getting a load more models and the train and the board, so it's not a bad price still.
And the rules.
It's not a bad price.
No.
A lot of the rules will be available online come release date, we reckon, on PDF format, so that'll be a bonus. Hello, John Cha Cha Cha.
John Cha Cha Cha. Okay, so we've done that, and now I have to pick which side of the realm battlefields we're going to fight on. I'm not going to mess up your camera angle. I'm going to choose this one.
It's very nice of you.
And then I can pick one of the deployment maps on the right. So I don't know if you can see.
Shoot along there. Hello, Stuart.
You've got two choices basically. We can play with
diagonally or
we're talking across purposes, but you can see diagonally or waist to waist. We're going to go diagonally just because Pete's set up the camera that way, and you can even then choose which board edge you use. But I'm not going to do that.
I don't think most people would actually make their opponent change places because it is symmetrical if you rotate it.
The defender picks one of the deployment maps on the right and then chooses which territory belongs to which player. I just realised before you put the terrain down, it makes literally no difference.
What's that?
That you choose which side you make because it's symmetrical, so it makes it makes no difference. Anyway, that's by the by. So then I set up my terrain features, then you set up your terrain feature.
Okay.
Each terrain feature must be set wholly within friendly territory, more than 6 inches from all other terrain features, and more than 3 inches from the both long battlefield edges and enemy territory. Terrain features cannot be set up on top of objectives, either wholly or partially.
Objectives?
Did we do that bit last time? I don't actually remember. Maybe we just by coincidence we did.
What, not put them on objectives?
Yeah.
I think we did.
I don't remember.
Or rather, we didn't put them on objectives. So
they've got to be what? It's got to be
3 inches from all the edges, basically, and 6 inches from
territory. So I can't put it here.
Yeah.
But I could put it sort of here.
You could.
I think I will. Was that 3 inches from there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely. Oh yes, plenty. I've got it right up there. But I won't put it there. And then the little one, which to me is largely irrelevant. I'm going to put this one. I can't put it there, can I? Yeah, I'll put that one away.
Okay. I'll put mine around there. I'll put that bit there.
Alright. How symmetrical, really. Right, so they have rules, the terrain. So the large terrain features have cover, obscuring and unstable. Unstable means you can't stand on them.
Yeah.
And they both have unstable, and they both have cover actually.
Oh.
Small and large. If you have cover, you subtract 1 from the hit rolls for the attacker that a unit that is behind or wholly on this terrain feature. You can't be on it because it's unstable.
Yeah.
Unless that unit charged or has the fly keyword. And then the other thing is obscuring, so you cannot be targeted by attacks if it is behind or wholly on this terrain feature. Unless it has the fly keyword, well obviously you can't be on it. So if we were totally behind it, you can't be shot at unless.
I guess if you've got one person and they're near the edge and you can see them, but they're half behind it, then they would get it then.
A unit cannot be targeted by a shooting attack if it is behind or wholly on this terrain feature unless it has the fly keyword. So that's interesting. So
if your flying guys are behind,
so you can shoot me,
shoot
but I can't shoot you, which I think maybe we didn't do properly last test game.
I don't know. One thing I have found is that terrain doesn't make too much of a difference.
No, it doesn't really. It doesn't really.
Who sets up?
Who sets up? Deployment. Do not deploy armies as described in the core rule. Instead, the attacker sets up all units in their army first, followed by the defender. Each unit must set up wholly within friendly territory and more than 6 inches from enemy territory.
Let's get this done. Right, so I'm going to deploy 6 inches. My big old ratty rat ogre's there.
So far, reviews seem to have been favourable. It seems to be far more thought out than the new combat patrol. They have definitely considered this. And the game, we haven't played a load of games because we have not had it for very long, but they have been very close and good fun.
They feel like they've mattered all the way up till the end.
Yes.
So I'm going to put one unit of clan rats here. My other unit of clan rats, I have an ability, the Lurking Vermintide, which means I can pick a friendly unit that has not been deployed to be the target, and I basically don't set them up now, they're in the tunnels below, and then I can pick a friendly unit in the tunnels below to use this ability in a movement phase, and I set them up within 6 inches of a battlefield edge, so somewhere here or over there or somewhere like that.
Do they have to be a certain distance away from me?
Yes, more than 9 inches from all enemy units and 6 inches at the edge.
Okay. So
Jim Crimmins is sending people over to Guerrilla Games. Cut it out, Jim. He's played 30 plus games. Wow.
Wow.
I mean, he does do it as a job, so yes. I guess that's acceptable. Right, I'm going to put my Grey Seer here. I'm going to put my Engineer.
We've put them all very close together.
And I'm going to put my boss bloke. Actually, I'm going to put my engineer. I'm going to put this other way around. He's going to go here.
Okay.
He's going to go here. And my boss man is going to go here. And that's me done.
Okay, so then I need to set up, I suppose. So, try not to think about it too much.
That's our watchword.
I'm going to put these here.
Hello, John Grant. John's on. Welcome aboard. So Slippy. Hello, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us.
6 inches.
And Stuart Long. Hello, Stuart.
This way, is it?
He is 6 inches, which is just behind that almost. You're putting unit of. Are they Liberators? I can never remember.
They are Liberators. Yes.
Liberators! Cool.
I'll just overlap him slightly, just in case you decide you want to move in there. I guess he'll stay down here.
John Hart says, where the board hex is, it will never catch up. I mean, this is possibly one of the first games that I've played where I've not sat there and think this would be better with hexes.
I think because it's so tight,
yeah,
and everything pretty much
like a twigger
reaches wherever it needs to go.
Right, so what's next? Spoonie85 on hello. Spoonie says, hey, ooh. Yeah, I have a little bit. Right, so what's next?
That's a good question. So we've deployed, and the battle lasts for 4 rounds. Special rules: preparing the Spearhead deck. So you've got to take the twist deck.
Oh yes.
The right one. So there's one for each side of the board, and you've got the Duran one. Exactly. And you basically we don't do anything with it yet, and then we each take one battle tactic deck.
Yep.
And place it face down where you can reach it during the battle. And we start the battle round sequence after that.
Right, so round 1.
You get to choose. Are you going to be the? Oh, you are the attacker.
I'm going to be the
attacker.
You
get to choose. Are you going to go? If it's the first battle round, the attacker chooses who will take the first turn, and then later we'll do priority rolls.
I'm going to go first.
Yeah, I think going first. Well, we haven't played loads of games. I feel like going first might be.
It might
advantage with these setups. I think.
Possibly.
I think.
So, turn over the twist.
The twist again.
Right, so this one is Reclaim Gran.
Gran.
Reclaim your Gran. So if there was an underdog, which there isn't in this case, if there's no underdog, each player picks one objective on the battlefield, starting with the active player, and each player scores 1 extra victory point at the end of their turn for each of those objectives they control. I think I'm going to pick this one.
Okay.
Which one are you going to pick?
One of these two.
I'm thinking so.
I've resigned.
Dropped your pen over.
I'm going to go for this one.
Okie dokie. Yep, John says he's got Nighthorns first. I think that's a bit cheating, John, because you've already painted them. And Spoonie says he can't wait for his damp elves. I would say, John, that as soon as you can bring your Nighthorns or your Gits or whatever on the channel.
Yep.
So,
both.
Do we now pick our...
and then we draw our battle tactics cards. Tactics.
So these are funky because you have 12 of them. You can draw up to 3 around, and they have what is both a battle tactic. I don't know if you can really see this. It's got a battle tactic, and it's got a little command at the bottom. So the top bit is based on the objective, like capture an objective or do something, and the bottom bit is an ability. And you can either use the ability as and when you have the time to use it, and some of them are really nice, like they'll be like heal your hero or things like that, which could be very useful, or they might just be near a terrain feature or hold one of these objectives to score the glory. Now you only get 1 point for every one of these you score, and you get 1 point for each objective you hold, up to 3 I think it is. You get 1 for 1, 2 if you hold more than 1, and 3 if you hold more than the opponent, I think.
I think that's right. Do you want me to double check?
Worth checking, because it makes a difference between holding 2 and your opponent holding 1, or
1
3
of
and
each
2.
point if you control at least 1. 1 if you control 2 or more. 1 if you control more objectives, and then 1 for each battle you completed this turn.
Okay. I missed the bit about holding more objectives, is it?
It is 1 if you hold more. So if you only hold 1 but I hold 0 somehow,
then you still win it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've got some of the Cruel Boys, but I'm not sure if I want to paint. But we could possibly, I think, make a Cruel Boys unit up. Might be easier than justifying buying a whole nother box.
I don't understand what they're saying.
No, I know. So now we start the game. Go away, Bug.
I think the chances of me painting something that I have
like.
but don't like is much slower than something I spend money on.
Same.
But we'll see. We've got a couple each already that all need paintings. And if we're playing it and people are enjoying us watching it and we're enjoying playing it, we'll expand.
So the first thing I'm going to do is so we're in the hero phase. That's the first thing that happens is the hero phase.
The hero phase.
Hero phase. And I've got some hero abilities. I'm going to use my Will of the Horned Rat. I pick a friendly unit within 13 inches of this unit to be the target and then roll dice. So I'm going to pick the Rat Ogres. I've got to roll dice. And I don't get the 3+ I needed. If I got 1 or 3, then I would be able to add that to their control score. But I didn't, so I don't. Yeah, we have a Dominion sitting on the shelf. We also have the Extremis starter set as well, which I think has all the other models in. Okay, so that doesn't work, and I can't use his Wither ability, and I have no other abilities. I don't want to use the Gnawhole Ambushers yet either, because that's in the movement phase, which is up next. Movement! So I'm going to move some stuff. My Rat Ogres are going to move forwards, and they move 6 inches, so they will move 6 inches. So that will get them right up to the line, because they were 6 inches away at the start.
On your marks!
It's
Ogre!
Ogre. So they've got a 10-inch attack range, so I think I can flame him in a minute.
Oh man.
So other movement, I'm not going to move anybody else. I'll move my boss actually, I think. What else I'm doing? Listen, I hadn't actually read my objectives. I'm going to move my boss to there.
Got that one, have you?
To there.
One thing I would like to see, and we're going to do a video on this anyway, the 12 cards are the same across the 2 decks. So it means if you play for any length of time, you soon know what people have got. So I pretty know what Pete's going to score with that one.
Yeah.
I think it would be nice if they were like, even if in the base game, if there were 14 and you could pick 12, or you randomly withdrew 2, so you didn't quite know what was in there.
Yeah.
I think that would be better. And over time, I'd like them to see them do more, and then you could pick your own. You pick your own nose to create your own objective deck. Sounds vaguely familiar, but I would quite like that.
Yeah. So everybody has moved. I think. I don't think I want to do anything else there.
Okie dokie.
So, in fact, I'll leave it in 13. Those ones don't know time. So that's movement done, and then we're on to the shouting phase.
Shouting phase.
So first of all, my Warlock Engineer is going to shoot at your bloke over there.
You normally forget to shoot with him, so I've forgotten to do that.
So he's going to use his more Warp Energies ability, which is a reaction to his shoot if he's not moved.
On reflection, it would have made more sense to put him behind there.
Possibly, yeah.
And not those, because they don't get cover. But never mind.
So on a 2+, I can use this ability. 2, I get it. So it's a damage 3 attack now instead of D3. So his shooting is only 2 dice, 3's to hit and 3's to wound. 1 hit. 1 hit. 1 wound. It's rend 2.
Ooh, okay, so I need a 5 or a 6. I shall bounce it on the edge. That's 3. So that's 3 wounds, is it?
3 wounds.
Oh, I get a ward save because the dog.
Oh, yeah.
So this little dog thing, he's not actually do anything. It's not a dog, it's a bird. Look. It doesn't do anything, but it's a token. It describes it as the passive Sense Unholy Sorcery. This unit's Griffcrow is a token. This unit has ward 5+ while this Griffcrow is on the battlefield. But if I roll a 1, he disappears.
So
do I roll
3 dice now
3
because
dice.
it was 3 damage.
Okay, switch to red so I can reach those. And so I got 5, but not only 5. So 3 damage.
3 damage.
3 damage. Now are we using the yellow dice for?
Orange. The orange dice.
Yes, orange, yellow, so to say.
These dice.
3.
Right, so he's got 3 wounds.
Yeah.
And I'm going to blast him with my fire thrower as well and that unit. So that one fires 2d6 shots. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these hit on 2s.
Hit on 2s?
Oh, well, it's flamethrower basically. So I only wound on 4s.
Okay.
3.
3. So if I don't save one, he's dead.
Rend 2.
I've saved 2.
Oh, 1 wound, and you get a war save on that one as well. Yeah. Oh, so not a wound. So you're like, oh, I'm gonna die.
Well, I did think I was. I think I got all the dice in the second round rather than the first one, distributing across the 2.
Yeah, John's saying he supposes the game might get more spoiled if it becomes more popular. I hope so. I'd like to think so.
It just feels like it's fun and quick to play. It feels like it's the perfect for beginners. Yeah. Of course, people who are beginners will end up becoming not beginners, so I don't know how sticky it will be.
But they don't want people to stick to this, do they? They want to move on to the next thing. So
no, so I say I don't know how popular it will be because it depends on us. But they've got if it constantly brings people in, then obviously they'll keep supporting it.
I think there's a lot of people that this will be.
It is making that end of the hobby trumpet a little bit wider.
It is
just to bring more people in.
Has he got 3 wounds left or taken 3 left?
He's got 3 wounds left. Okay. We normally count down, don't we?
Yeah. Okay, so shooting's done. Charging, I have none. Combat phase, there is none. So we're on to the end of turn. So then we work out who holds what objectives. What do the dots on the dice mean? No one's rolled a crit yet. Yes. Sorry, there are crits in this.
Technically, 6s are crits. 6s are in crits certain circumstances.
So I think I forgot that for my Warplot musket. But I didn't roll a 6, so that's fine. Okay, so now on to the last bit, the end of turn. So now we work out who controls what. So I control this one because I have all of these rats in here. So I'm going to be green for Warpstone, and I also hold this one and I hold this one because you only have to have one as long as there's nobody else around. So I hold 3 and you hold those 2 over there, don't you? So you get that one.
Do I get them now? Do I hold them now?
I think so.
Okay.
I think you just determine who has control of them.
Right.
But
I only score in my turn.
Yes. Yeah. Spoonie says he thinks Spearhead's the gateway, but he thinks they'll release further seasons of it. I really hope so because I think they could do. We're going to do a video on it. There's a lot of stuff they could do.
I definitely think they are. The fact that this has got 2 realms, it's got its own book with a title, a bit like they do for Warcry. I definitely think there's going to be packs. How often they come out, I don't know because I don't see that you're going to need this book all the time.
But they're going to release a PDF, aren't they?
But they're not going to keep changing the Vanguard.
No.
Boxes.
No.
So I don't know what that will have, but I suppose it could have bits of terrain in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are going to do a whole video about it, so we'll.
So I score 3 points straight away because I hold 1, 2, and then more objectives than you. I then also score hold ground. I complete this battle tactic at the end of my turn if there are more friendly models contesting the large terrain feature in my territory than there are enemy models. So I get that one. Which was, as Robin says, quite broadcast. But I don't score either of the other 2, which isn't good. So I will leave it there. So it's over to your turn now.
Leave it there.
Leave it.
Right.
So I'm up to 4 now, and you're up to 0.
Okay, so in my hero phase, I'm not going to do anything. I don't think. Oh, I will actually. I will, in my hero phase, my Lord Vigilant has planned the attack. Pick an objective I don't control. I'm going to pick this one.
Yep.
For the rest of the turn, I have 1 to hit rolls for combat attacks made by friendly units that target enemy units contesting that objective.
Oh dear.
Indeed.
So if you're standing in this objective space, you can test it, but you don't hold it unless you have a higher value at the end of the round.
And then I also can use his Cleansing Fires. Just pick a visible enemy unit within 12 inches of this unit to be the target on a D6 or a chanting roll. So that's kind of where the magic comes in.
Yeah.
On a 3+. A roll for each model, and if on a 5+, you get 1 mortal damage. So I've got to get a 3+ and then 5 pluses.
Alright, so here we go.
A 5.
Once you cast it.
Yeah, and then any 5 pluses on these, they take a mortal wound.
Yeah.
1.
So 1 takes a wound, so one of them's down to 3 wounds remaining. They only have 4 each, they're not particularly tough.
Right, and then is it movement time?
It is movement.
Okay. So the unit coherency malarkey.
Yeah. So all models have to be within half an inch of other models. If there's 7 or more, you have to be within half an inch of 2 of those models. So you don't really have to care about that.
Right.
But your birdmen,
they are skirmishers. So
they have a 2-inch.
They have to be 2 inches with each other. So I can. I can move this way.
You can.
And then sort of go in a line as long as these can go in a line because they.
What's your movement?
5.
Yeah.
Can I actually get? Oh, I'd have to run.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll run with them.
Okay. So run is you roll your d6 and add it to your movement. So they'll move 8 now.
So they'll move 8. I don't actually want to move them 8. I just want to move them 6. I think. So I want to move them within 3 inches of. One of them within 3 inches of that board edge.
Like that.
Yeah. And then I'll string the others out so there's still some of them in the objective if possible. Yeah, like that.
There we go. Yeah, but as I said, it'd be good for stores because a lot of people don't have room for 1 to 2K games, but this gives you plenty of space in a 3x3 area, really.
Definitely, yeah. Actually, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
I would imagine, actually, you've said that, that was probably a reason that they designed it.
Yeah.
To get people in to play it.
They can also put this in their stores, in the Warhammer stores. It's much easier to run a game of this in a Warhammer store.
Yeah, and you can churn through them as well.
Yeah.
Rather than somebody just turning up and playing all day.
Yeah.
So these guys can fly over here. I have to be without 3 inches of you, don't I?
You have to be without 3, because 3 is the combat range of everything in this game. Everybody who has a close combat weapon has a range of 3.
So basically just...
We'll assume they're outside of 3. Which is just the other side of that terrain, basically.
Can they go there? Alright. Alright.
Probably a little bit back, but
okay.
Good enough.
And
one thing they do need is give you little T-bars that have like a 3-inch measuring range on it and then a long bit, so you can easily measure ranges, which I'm going to make some of. My rat ogres might be getting ripped apart.
That's what I'm trying for. Although I'm aware that you can kind of bring things back over here. Well, if I left him there, you wouldn't necessarily be able to.
No, that's true. That's the thing, you've got to keep thinking, do I want to leave stuff back to stop people appearing behind me, or do I want to charge in and wreck face?
Strike. I'm going to move him into here. And sort of maybe hold. What was your rules?
Within 6 inches of the edge, but no closer than 9 inches to an enemy. So as long as you're within 9 inches of that edge, I can't come up there, basically.
Well, you can charge in anyway. But they can't get quite so close. So I'll put him there, and we'll make this interesting rather than trying to play tactically. And he moves 12. Wow.
This is one of those things, you get a unit that moves 12 or 10 and suddenly it's like, oh, I can move quite a way away.
Yeah, so he's going to go to there. Okay.
Yeah, the Stormcast can bring stuff back. I think it's your unit of Liberators and Prosecutors both can come back.
Yes, they can come back and your little rats can come back. So that's a good point actually. Every game in Spearhead.
Not everyone.
Is it not everyone?
No.
I bet the Giants don't.
I can't remember if the Giants don't. I looked at some
most
of the
most of them do. Okay, maybe. I thought it was funny. I thought the implication when you read the rules is every, but maybe
the Maggotkin one actually has a rule which says that you actually don't get some of your units till the 3rd round, because I think they're so tough. Not only do you not, okay. you can bring some back because they're demons, but they don't come back as reinforcements, and some of your units don't appear till the 3rd round. So there are definitely some in there.
Most of them have reinforcements. Yeah. Which is basically a thing you can do in your movement phase, I think, and bring them back once they've been destroyed.
Yeah.
And we have discussed whether tactically it's better to not destroy somebody because they can be brought back in a more inconvenient place. So I'm going to use the shooting in the shooting phase.
It's an extreme time to do it, but
yeah. So my prosecutors are the only things that have ranged attacks in this army.
I feel like your boss should have some kind of.
Yeah, you kind of feel like he ought to be able to bring down lightning.
Lightning, a little bit, just goes through and just like.
So these guys are going to throw their spears at you.
I believe when they come back from reinforcements,
javelins.
they can only come back on your edge. I can't remember if they can come back closer than 9 inches from the enemy. We'll look at that when we get round to it. The rats can tunnel underground, but only one unit can. And they have to come up on a corner. In Spearhead anyway. Again, these rules all vary when you compare it to regular AOS. So your 3...
So I'm going to roll three prosecutors at your...
3 attacks?
Yeah, well, yes, it's 3 attacks for the spears. And then only 3 pluses.
2 hits?
So it's
one's a 6, does that matter? Do you need a crit?
No, they haven't got any crits.
No, okay.
They haven't got any crit abilities. So if you roll a 6 on a hit, if you've got a crit ability,
yeah,
then you could trigger it. I haven't got very many. The only ones are the crit mortals and the liberators. And then it's 3 plus to wound. So 1 wound.
Rend?
Rend 1.
Okay, so my save's 5 up normally, so I deduct 1 from that, so I need 6s. No.
And then it's D3 damage.
Ew.
What?
Okay, so 1 rat yoga's down to 2 wounds remaining.
And then it's charge rating, isn't it?
Charge. Yes.
Okay, well these guys will be able to attack you. Well, I'll see what they roll, because they roll 3 dice. They've got Herald of Righteousness. So
Herald?
I can make a charge roll. I can roll 1 additional dice.
Oh, sorry, missed that.
That's alright. So I got 9. Yes, I did.
Yeah. You can pretty much charge whoever you like.
Yeah. So if I got a really big number, I could charge these guys. That should be quite funny.
You can't quite get them, but you can get my boss if you want to.
No, I think I'm going to... I don't think I want to engage your boss. I think that would be foolhardy. So I'm going to move into here.
Thanks for coming along, Velas. You can catch the rest later on at your leisure.
And then move those into there. And then I'm also going to charge with the
double.
boss.
You just don't want to double 1, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, close.
8. So he's just going to go to there, I think.
Just inside the objective.
He's going to contest the objective.
Yep. Because my rat ogres only have a contest of 1.
Yeah, they have 1 each, and then he's 2. Yeah. So it will be combat. Now I get +1. Any combat phase, I can shoot. He's got an ability which enables these guys to attack twice, but I'm not going to use it yet. I may regret that.
I think with your boss around, you might not need it yet.
No, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Sometimes you kill the boss quite quickly, though. So for fighting, they have got melee weapons. They've got storm core javelins. 3 attacks each.
9 attacks?
9 attacks. It's 3s and 3s.
You missed one. I think you've only got 8 there.
No.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Right.
That's 7 hits.
I think I missed with 3.
Oh, yeah, sorry. This is why I keep losing. You're on 1 dice. I've got 17 hits. 3s again.
3s again.
5.
5. No, 4. 4. So they only 1 damage, but they ran 1 again.
Red 1. So 6s I need to save. 1 save, 3 wounds.
I've got a dead 1 and 1 on 1 wound. Is that right?
1 on 3 wounds.
Sorry. 1 who's lost 1 wound.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll take him off. Rawk.
Okay.
The rat ogres, from my experience, they don't last long.
And now the boss man.
Oh dear. Oh god.
So he.
Oh wait, no. Now it's my turn.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. You're
now
right.
I can
Absolutely.
point your head off.
You can. Yes.
I think I want to use.
Oh, I just realised I had +1 to hit, but I can't remember what I rolled. I think I did roll a 2.
Do you want to roll that one too?
Is that alright?
Go on.
5.
So that's a wound. Don't say so. That is another wound.
Thank you.
So I've got 2 left, and I'm going to use their Unleash Warp Fury, which is D3 mortal wounds on them, and then I add 1 to. Do I want to do that? No, I don't, because I could kill one, then I only have 1 left to attack. So I'm just going to leave them to attack as they are. So there's only 2 of them, but they do get 10 attacks.
What? Are you attacking?
I'll attack. Your boss is quite tough, isn't he? He's 3s to save, 5 plus ward.
I haven't got the ward. I didn't take the ward.
Okay, I think I'll go for your boss then.
Okay.
But actually, I can't. Only one of them can.
Right. Well, you don't have to take that one off.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I might do it the other way around. Actually, that's a good point. I'll take the one off the other side, so they can both attack you. Thank you for that. So that's 10 dice. So you don't get this kind of thing in the tournament game. So 10 dice and I need 4 to hit. Was about 5? 4 hits.
Wow, I thought that was a good roll, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
So 3's to wound.
Well, that's
That is 4 wounds.
How many rend?
1.
Rend 1. Okay, so he's got a save of 3+. How many was it? Sorry.
3, I think.
Or so only 2. Only one. Only one.
4 damage.
What?
Because they're 2 damage each.
What?
They are big, angry, scary, right, ogre things.
Okay, he's nearly dead.
How many's got left?
4. But he's half.
Nearly dead.
He's half dead.
I'm a little bit.
He's
He has
half
8
dead.
wounds to start.
He's half dead. He has 8 wounds to start with. Okay.
And
I should have attacked with him first.
We did fail to mention this at the start, but in the combat phase, you do anybody who has the strike first ability, you do all of those first, and then you take it into that starts with Robin as it's his round.
Yeah, I should have picked him first. I got overexcited.
Yeah. After that, you then start everybody who's combat. You alternate attacks. So charging doesn't immediately give you the ability to attack first.
No. So I still keep forgetting.
Yeah. So do I. So he attacked with his prosecutors first. I then attacked with my rat ogres, and now he's going to kill them with his lord.
He's quite annoyed. He's quite annoyed. So he's got 5 attacks from his hallowed great axe, and then the bird will get in on the act 2. So he's got 3 attacks. So the red dice need 4s, and the white dice need 3s. Oh, white dice!
White dice did not do you any good.
No, I haven't got any crits. So
yeah, have you got 2 crits then?
No, sorry, I haven't got any crit abilities. So then I need 3s to wound.
On all of them. 3 wounds.
3 wounds. It's rend 2 on the 2 white dice.
Okay.
And rend 1 on the one single red dice.
So I can't stop the 2 white dice because I only have a 5 up save. So I need a 6 on this one, which I don't make.
So that's 6 damage.
That is 2 dead rat ogres.
Oh yeah.
See, if you'd done it the other way around, you still wouldn't have killed them all. So I would have still got an attack off, but
yes,
possibly with less watty ogres.
Yeah.
So
that's mine.
It will be in a moment.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'll turn it over. I'll turn it over. I'm premature again.
Happens. It happens.
Just got more excited.
So there we are. That is the end of the combat phase. We're on to the end of the turn. So we work out who holds what objectives. I hold these 2. Robin holds those 3.
I forgot I meant to play this card and I completely forgot it. Never mind.
Too much excitement, and we're trying to present.
Yeah.
So
I could have given him a 5 ward save.
Alright.
Forgot.
So you've scored 3 points already because you hold 3 objectives. Well, you hold 2 objectives and more than me. So then, what's next?
I've scored Do Not Waver because I've scored complete this battle attack at the end of my turn. If any friendly units used a fight ability, and no friendly units were destroyed.
Okay.
And I've scored Raise because I completed this battle ticket.
Tic tac.
At the end of your turn, if any friendly units are within 3 inches of the long battlefield edge in enemy territory.
So down here.
That's what the shenanigans was about down there.
So you scored 2 for that.
I couldn't score this one. This one is take without warning. Basically, I have to take something that you're holding, but I'm not allowed to fight
without
you.
Attacking, yeah.
Yeah.
That one's easy for me. The attack, make an attack and don't lose anybody is easier for you.
Yes.
So it kind of evens out. Now I realised you score an extra 1 because you hold this one and we have our twist in play, and I score 1 over there, so it's 6 and 5.
And then I should have used this. I wasn't ever going to score that one, but I should have used its ability, which is a 5 up ward save, so I might have saved some wounds over there. So what did I get? 6.
Yes, that's right. I'm keeping track of it on here.
Oh, are you? Okay, well, I'm using my dial. Look, we've got these dials which are not anything to do with the game whatsoever. But they're very nice.
The only thing missing from the game, really. and tokens for the objectives.
Yes.
Right, so that's the end of the first round. So as you can see, it isn't that slow. We are slower because we're talking and chatting and all that stuff. But again, if anyone has any questions as we're going along, do shout them out.
Yeah. It's gone quiet since Velas left. Everybody's been he's taken everybody with him.
So we go on to the beginning of the next round. So the first thing we have to do is we have to roll, don't we?
Roll for priority.
So
3.
Robin didn't roll anything.
Sorry.
I got a 5.
5, okay.
So now
it's worth saying at this point, if I had won that priority roll, I could choose to go first, but if I went first, I'd be having a double turn.
Yeah.
And it's got a phrase which I've forgotten what it is. Seizing the initiative. And if you seize the initiative, you get to go next, but you don't get to draw any more cards.
I think you nearly always
unless the
don't want to
victory
do
point
that.
is unless you're losing by 5.
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah, less
That's
than
quite
the
good.
underdog
That's
and
quite
the difference
good.
in victory points. But yeah, it is quite good. So I think it will be quite harsh to justify having the double turn.
Yeah. Oh, and it's also worth pointing out that depending on which side of the board you're on, the objectives, the objective cards you get here, the only 3 objectives you care about ever holding is this one, and this one. So it always gives you one on either side and one in the middle, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to click a thing to get rid of ads, because it's going to say it's going to do some ads in a moment. I don't want
Ads? We don't want
get rid of
ads.
ads. Stupid ads. Right, so I win and I am going to go first again. It's a shame. It's a shame I can't make you go first, give you the double turn, and then not allow you to pick up any objectives.
That would be quite harsh.
So do we draw the twist next?
We do. The twist is next. I mean, there's no underdog, I don't think, because it's 6 apiece, isn't it?
No, I've got 5, so I'm the
You're
underdog.
always the underdog.
No, it's because I always lose.
Okay.
So we have the Alariel's Blessing. The underdog can pick one of the effects below. If there's no underdog, then we roll, and whoever wins the roll can pick. Shield of Thorns. Pick a friendly unit on the battlefield and they have a 6-up ward save. Or Reign of Jade. Pick up to 3 different friendly units on the battlefield. Heal D3 on each of them. Well, none of mine are injured, so I guess I'll do the ward save.
Lucky I destroyed those rat ogres. I'd have been a bit miffed.
I could have done that later when my boss might be injured. But I will pick the 6-up ward save and I'll put it on my clanny rats.
6-up
Actually, I think it says if their unit already has a ward save, add 1 to it. So I'm going to give it to my boss and give him a 5-up ward save. So he's now got a 5-up ward save.
5-up.
So now we get rid of and pick new battle tactics.
I'm going to dump mine because I forgot to use it, and I think it's always best to get through.
I'm going to dump both of mine because one is hold that objective over there, and the other one is take control of 2 objectives that were controlled by you in the previous turn. Nope and nope. So I'm going to draw 3 new ones. Yeah, the double turn used to be lethal on AOS. I don't know how much they've neutered it in AOS.
I think the Seize Initiative rule is in there, isn't it? But I don't know how it manifests.
So we picked our new cards. Okay. Okay, right. Well, so movement phase then. I'm going to use my crawling out the ground. Oh, that's movement. Sorry, I've got to do my
hero
phase. So I can't shoot you with my grey seer, unfortunately, because I think you're too far away.
Your grey seer.
My grey seer. 13 inches. Oh no, maybe I can actually shoot you. Because I can shoot you over the terrain.
Yeah, you can, because they are flying.
So I'm going to attempt to zap them first off with my
Brazier.
Wither. So I've got to roll a casting roll of 6+. I get it just
not fair,
7.
It's quite hard to fail.
D3 mortal wounds.
What? Get out of here.
1 now.
Okay.
Oh, that's fine. I forgot you were rubbish. They have 2 wounds each, don't they?
I believe they do.
So he's taken a wound.
Yes.
And then I'm also going to use my Will of the Horned Rat.
That's totally the wrong dice, I'm just going to say.
It's an orange one.
Oh, I know, but it's a square one. But I'll let
It's so big though.
I'll let you. Okay.
I feel like he doesn't deserve a big square dice, but fine.
Okay,
There it goes. And then I'm going to attempt to use my Will of the Horned Rat ability on this unit of clan rats here. So on
is that to boost their?
Yeah, on a 3+, I can add this to their control score.
Is that until the end of your next turn? Well, so the beginning of your next turn.
Until the start of your next turn, so it will count in your turn as well.
Yes, that's because I've got something similar.
Yeah, so they now have 3 extra, so I'll put this little dice here just to indicate that. Spoony says, not being able to score secondary objectives is 3 points per round, 4 points in something. Oh, is that in the main version? So is that in the main game you can't score secondary objectives or something? We have to explain it to us because we're a bit stupid and we don't understand that.
I haven't actually read the advanced rules.
No, neither.
Because I
read the core rules. That was it.
Yeah, I knew that I wouldn't play them. I wouldn't be playing them anytime soon.
So those are the hero abilities. That's all I've got. Is my hero. My Grace here has those. And then onto the movement phase. So I'm going to bring these ratties back.
No.
And they're going to appear
outrageous
over there. And I would like you to set them all up in your half. So within 6 inches of that corner, all piled into that corner. I might have to get moved closer into the corner because it's 6 inches.
Okay. No, I see. Yes. Once again, I've overestimated how big 6 inches is.
We've all done it.
There we go.
Right. People might be looking and going, what the hell? But there's reasons.
Is it supposed to be in my...
Yeah, all in your half.
They don't actually quite fit.
Yeah, they do.
I don't think they actually do. Because that's more than 6 inches. Oh, no, it's not quite.
So just about.
Yeah. Just about. In fact, shuffling out of the tunnels.
Yeah. Right. So that's.
Have you got some sort of long board edge?
Maybe. And then movement-wise, my boss.
If you think that's daft, you wait and see what I do on my move.
So my boss man is just gonna move forward a little bit.
And look menacing. Not within 3 inches, he's not.
Yes, can't be within 3 inches. That's why we need things with a 3-inch measuring bit on the end.
Yeah.
And my clan rat's going to move forwards nearly 6 inches. They can get quite close. Charge forward, Ratty Men's. Right, so that's movement. I'm not gonna. Do I move the Grazier?
Grazier.
Move Grazier. I feel like moving Grazier would be silly, so I'm going to leave him there. And then on to the shooting phase. So I'm going to use my Warlock here. Is going to shoot your boss.
Ow.
So he's going to use his more Warp Stone, which is on 2+. 6. Wow. So his damage is 3 on these
Any
two
criticals
shots.
there? No? Any criticals there?
No, not for that. That's just his ability.
Oh, I see.
Crits are auto wound. I don't get either, but they do both hit. And 3+ to wound. 1 wound.
So I need to save
Rend 2. You missed the box.
2.
So he takes 2 wounds. 3 wounds, sorry.
3 wounds. Wow, he's nearly dead.
Would you?
Ow.
And my boss man's going to shoot his pistols at your birdmen's.
Okay.
So he can shoot 2d6 worth this time now. Because I've given him the upgrade. So 2 dice. 7. I think I nearly always rolled 7.
So am I right in thinking you couldn't use shoot at the boss because
I can because he's not a.
So you could have shot at the boss.
I could,
right.
But he's only got 1 wound, so I reckon I can take him. I don't want to wound those other guys
Fair
down.
enough.
He's not a infantry. If he was infantry, he
Right.
wouldn't get. He would get the ability for being near other units.
Because he's not massive on a massive beastie.
Nextkin says, hello, Nextkin. Yes, we've just started round 2, so I'm just on my round 2 here. So he's going to shoot that. It's 3s to hit, and 6s are auto wound.
1, 6.
So I missed 2 and 1 auto wound. So that's an auto wound there. And these 4 are 3s to wound. 4 of them.
So this is on these.
Rend 1.
So the
yes.
so the auto wound.
And there's 4 wounds in total. You've got to roll to save.
Oh, I see. So okay. So and it's Rend 1.
Yep.
I've saved 2.
So 1 guy's dead, and you've still got 1 wound on someone. Right. That's shooting done. So then we're on to charging. Now, do I want to use any of these yet? Nope. So I'm going to charge. My boss man's going to charge first. 5, so he can get in. Yep. There, and then my clan ratties are also going to charge 7, so they can get in too. So 7 inches. The back one's nearly at the front anyway, so they can pretty much get almost anywhere. Put those there a minute.
So he can attack just these.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use. I think maybe you have to declare what you're using first on your combat phase. I've got an any combat phase. Once per battle, any combat phase.
Yes. So
ability.
I don't think I have any combat phase abilities that I want to use. I'm just looking. I think only my rat ogres have a combat phase ability. Any that I declare anyway. So then it's over to you if you've got anything you want to declare.
So I'm going to declare the Quicksilver Draft and give my general strike first this phase.
Oh dear, poor ratties. War Machine's along. Hello, War Machine. Said sorry, still working. Don't worry about that. It's fine.
We're sorry you're still working.
Yeah,
to be honest.
That's pretty sucky. Yeah, this time of night. So Spoon says seizing the initiative double turn means you can't score up to 3 points in a round. You can't score up to 3.
More than 3? Or
I don't know what he means by you can't score up to 3. I don't know. You have to explain it a bit more maybe, but it's probably not worth it because we're too stupid anyway. Okay, so you're giving your guy strike first.
Yeah, so he's going to have strike first.
So we do all strike first before anything else.
He's going to try and splat the rats.
Splat the rat.
So it's 5 attacks.
3. They've all got to go on the ratty boys.
Yeah, they're all going to go in 3 attacks. So again, it's 3s and 4s. So 4s on the red dice.
4s on the red dice.
Oh
dear.
my!
Oh my
God!
my
word! Oh my
That's the
word!
worst.
My hero is not
roll you've ever made.
performing today.
Again. That's why this has never happened before, love.
So
Red 2,
yes.
Okay, so I can't stop that.
2 damage.
That's 2 ratties dead. I mean, even with a terrible roll like that, you still took out a fifth of the unit.
Okay, yeah, but
by sneezing.
I don't think they're going to last much longer. Well, he's not going to last much longer.
Okay, I might as well attack with my boss man then back onto your bird blokes.
Okay.
So he has 5 of attacks with his halberd and 4 with the chiseled fangs of the stick.
I think I might lose this game the way it's going.
Which is fine because you've won the previous 2.
I have won the other 2. Well, the other one we didn't finish, so we might have come back.
So the white dice need 3s and the red dice need 4s.
Oh, that's how you do it. That's a lot of 6s.
In fact, if it wasn't a 6, it wasn't a hit. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any crit ability. So now the white dice are 4s and the red dice is 3s. So 2. Now they've both got rend 1, so you need to roll a different colour for each because they do slightly different damage.
The red dice is the
red dice is D3 damage.
Okay, I've saved the white dice.
So that was the 2 damage one, so you take the D3 damage one. So
so
if I get the 3,
they're all dead.
Yeah.
Oh! 2, so kill one, pass the dice along.
And it's back to you.
Okay.
So this bird bloke can attack.
I'll attack these guys.
You'll attack the ratties.
So 3 attacks.
Look people.
3s to hit.
We've got this. Wait a minute. Ah!
Sorry.
2 hit.
2
hits.
3s to wound. Nothing. And nothing. Oh, bloody hell.
That's a particularly bad round there.
Yeah.
I was just going to show everybody. Need to work out how I'm doing this because this is not working. Look, there's the rats, and there's the boss, and there's the birdmen, and there's Robin. People haven't seen Robin for this angle before. There we go. That really wasn't worth all that hassle, so I apologise in advance. Okay, so that's over to me boss. No, I've done me boss, it's just me little ratmins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 of them. But they have to attack.
Okay, so they're frightening actually.
That's a bit rubbish though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So where are you putting the attacks?
I'm going to put 8 on each.
Okay.
8 on your boss and then 8 on the other bloke, so they can pile in a bit.
Okay.
So 8 on 8. So I'll do the 8 on your boss first. So I need 4s to hit. So 1, 2, 3 hits.
So Robin level attack that is.
It is. And then 3 5s to wound. 2.
Okay. It's rend.
No rend, no nothing.
Okay, but I've got to get 2 3s.
Yeah. The boss of the survives. And then the other one's onto your birdman. 4 hit again. These rats are not doing 3 hits again. And 5s to wound. None! We always rely on clan rats to suck. So that's all the combat.
Yeah, so you're going to take control of that one now.
I will. Because I've got him, which is worth 2, and these are worth 8, and they're also worth another 3 because of that. So
it's mad, that ability. It's very hard for me to do anything about it.
Yeah, other than wipe them out, which normally he's much better at.
He did hit them all. He did take an entire lot
in our first game. Yeah. So we got some questions. Hopkins54 says, "Is this game just a hyped up version of the old skirmish rules for AOS 1?" Couldn't tell you.
I don't think
so.
It is. No.
I think with the inclusion of these cards and stuff, I think it's much better because the Vanguard boxes also make it easier to get into and play as well. So I think it's better. I think it's a lot better. The active card play reminds me of many modern war games that are card driven or card enhanced, says P. I agree, I like the addition of these cards.
It's a definite bonus.
So that's the combat done, end of turn, so I stole that one, I still control these 2, and then objective wise, so I score 3 points for having more objectives than you and holding at least 2. I also score raid, complete a battle tactic. At the end of my turn, if any friendly units are wholly within enemy territory not in combat, which is those guys, you can't quite see them, but they're right over here.
I'm afraid they're just slightly over. They've obviously moved.
That's one. Just not listening to you. And I also score raise. I complete this battle tactic at the end of my turn if there are any friendly units within 3 inches of the long battlefield edge, which there are. So for another one, so I'm up to 10 now. That's the end of my turn. Now you get. Oh, sorry, I'm meant to go round 2 now, and it's over to you, Robin, for your round 2.
He can hide behind here, can't he?
Yes, for some bizarre reason he can.
Yep. So I can't shoot him. They're too far away. So I've left, as usual, mispositioned my wizard guy. So.
I very nearly came close to scoring my other objectives as well, but the fact that I failed to kill either of those 2 off.
Yeah, I sort of would like you to have killed those because I could have brought them back on.
I kind of would have as well.
No, but you didn't.
No. So here we are.
Okay, I'm going to use my Shield of Azir, which I'm going to use once per battle. I'm going to give my hero, my boss, a 5-up ward save.
Ooh.
I might as well. On the off chance he makes it through to another round. Although, yeah, no, I'll do it. Yeah, okay. And have we got any other hero finds abilities? Well, he has, but he can't do anything with it, so I don't think I have.
Question is, do you start moving him into combat now? Because I've brought my other rats in there.
I have, yeah, but I think they'll destroy him. I suppose he doesn't move that fast, so I don't think I'll get there.
Oh no, I don't think you get in contact with the clan rats, but you might be able to get into contact with my boss, for example. Are the card mechanics similar to the war cry with twists? So you have twists, so you pick a new one each round, and they are pretty much the same. The objective ones, you pick 3 up to 3 at the beginning of each round, and they have not only an objective, which might be wipe out an enemy unit, or kill the general, or hold an objective of a particular kind, but they also have a little command on them, which is quite nice, which enables you to do things like heal your hero, and so you've got to always make that decision of, do I want to get this ability or do I want to score the objective? Sometimes it doesn't matter, because you're like, I'm never going to score that anyway, so I might as well use the ability.
Yeah, or forget to use it like I did.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm gonna run with him.
Okay. He can't charge if he runs.
Well, you say that.
Oh.
But I've got Storm Charge, which enables me to basically run when you've charged. Charge when you've run.
Is that your...
It's my charge phase ability. Once per charge phase. It's a once per battle. So
that's your battle trait.
It's my holy orders. I get 2 of those. Yes, my battle trait.
Yeah, that's the same as my hiding in the tunnels one.
So I can actually move 10, I think.
You're on a 5.
Yeah, that's 10. I can go round to there.
So you could get very close over to them if you wanted to.
There.
It'd be about there, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't go that close anyway, can I, to him?
I mean, that's pretty much chargeable distance, I think.
Yeah, but then I feel like, I might do that. Let's try that. I'm going to mess it up now. You've convinced me to do that.
You have an ability to retreat, don't you, as well?
I can. Oh yes, I can. I can retreat and then still charge. So what do you retreat?
So retreating.
I don't think I've ever done it.
No, I think retreating is basically you normally take D3 wounds.
But
what's the verdict on this so far? Says War Machine. Well, we love it. What do other people in the chat think?
Necessarily go so I love it, but I do like it.
So retreat is a friendly unit in combat can use this, but you can't charge again normally with it, but you have an ability.
Yeah.
Inflict D3 mortal damage on that unit, and then they can move distance up to its move characteristic. That move can move through combat ranges, but cannot end cannot end within combat range of an enemy.
So in theory, I could move here.
Yeah, as long as you're 3 inches away.
3 inches away from those guys.
Which is probably over here.
Well, then he moves 12.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
So you could go right over here.
Bibbly bobbly, if you wanted to. And you wouldn't even then necessarily need to charge. Because I'd be quite stupid and I'd not put him inside my objective.
But do I want to charge?
Seems to be both players have cards to use, one-time use, and the twist is a catch-up bonus card. Good play over the like. Yeah, so the twist definitely helps the underdog, whoever's losing, a little bit more.
I can't quite decide what to do. If I stay here,
probably going
to die. I mean, I might be able to kill those, but that didn't go very well.
No.
I kind of want this objective, you see, but I have to do really well because they're 3.
Oh, I meant to have played this in your hero phase.
Oh, okay.
Do you mind if I use it?
Yeah, I do. No, go on.
Well, it might influence your decision.
Yeah, it probably will, yeah.
It's the give a unit the strike first ability, which I'll give to those ratties.
Okay.
And I forgot they're also meant to get D3 ratties back at the end of my
round.
round.
Oh, okay. I'm not letting you do that.
3.
Okay. So in that case, I'm definitely doing as discussed. I'm going to retreat. When I say retreat, I mean move over here into direct. Over there.
And you can do that because you have your... Is that once per game ability or is it once per round? It is.
It is.
Is it?
Yes. I've lost it now.
We knew that.
Strike where needed. It's once per battle.
Right. He's going to come over here.
Is grey movement?
Yes.
Right, okay. Because they're all colour coded. We haven't really said that. All the abilities are colour coded. It's really nice. It's quite easy to see.
I don't know how hard it's going to be for someone who's colour blind to be able to tell the difference.
Well, they have got symbols as well.
They do.
Which actually is obviously movement because it has a little arrow.
They do, but the only problem is the actual... The rulebook page that has all the colours on it doesn't have those symbols next to the thing, so it would be good to put that in.
That should be on there, and I've realised though the charge phase has the movement ability.
Which movement ability?
So this one, which is grey,
yeah,
has a little arrow.
And that's the one where you run away over here.
But the one, my once per battle charge phase, is also got the same arrow ability. So
okay,
that must be to do with move rather than to do with when it happens.
Yes.
Which might be why they haven't got those symbols on it.
Oh yeah, true.
And actually, of course, you might be covered by you. Okay, but you can still read it.
Yeah, there's that.
But yeah, it is quite nice for a very quick. I could just look at this page and immediately see that I've only got one thing that I can use in the charge phase.
Yeah.
So that is quite good. I've actually used that now.
Right.
I haven't used that. I'm about to use it. I'm about to screw it up over here. So these guys have
more movement.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same with him.
Can he retreat?
Oh no.
Because he'll take damage.
Yes, he can't. I'm going to do once, can't I?
I mean, you can.
Can he? He can't move at all, can he?
No.
So he can't. No. So basically, I'm just going to die.
You can still attack my boss.
Can I?
Because you're within 3 inches of him.
Okay. So I need to move these guys. So these guys are going to basically do this.
That's what we do.
They're just moving up as many as I can get in the thing, but without going in.
I mean,
they very much aren't going in my half. Very much aren't going in my half.
This is your half.
Oh God, it is, isn't it? Yes. Okay. So what do I actually have to do? I forgot that.
So you're actually down here.
Yes, in a big long line. So what is the actual?
So if you need to run, you're about 7 inches away from my half.
Okay.
If you've got have a unit entirely in my half thing. Which it feels like you might.
I don't know what you mean. Yeah, so I need to try. I do need to run. Oh, only
7, so that does get you in, I think.
Okay.
Because you were about 7 away.
Okay, perfect.
So they're about. I mean, most of them are definitely in.
Yeah.
Because they can get
That's fine, but I want to be 3 inches away from the edge
here as well.
Yeah.
Like that.
You
I think we can agree they're in your half, and they're also within 3 inches of that edge there.
Yeah,
we can all agree this.
That may prove relevant later.
It's a similar thing to me trying to fit all my Skaven into that little wedge over there.
Yeah, so now it's charging.
Charging! So charging is 2d6.
Okay, so I'll do the here. Don't hope I don't get double 1. No, so I will charge. I could charge in between the two of them.
You could, but then you wouldn't hold this objective.
I'll hold that objective. And then I'll try here. So this is a bit trickier, but not much trickier. A bit trickier.
At least we can pre-measure in this game.
So how close do I need to be?
You need to be within half an inch. I think you need a 5.
I need a 5 or more.
Oh, 8. Comfortably.
Yeah, okay.
Within punch in the face range.
Right. Okay, so you get to strike first, Mr.
I do. Ratty boys have strike first, so I have 10 of them. And they got 2 attacks each. So 10 attacks times 2. So they are 4s to hit and 5s to wound on your flyboy. Oh, that was much better. I've done with that last round. So that's 7.
Flyboy gonna buy it.
And another 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's only just over average at the end there. Oh, go on. Sorry, tough. 5s to wound. 3s to couple, please. 3.
No rend?
No rend. So you need 3 free-ups.
No, I didn't get them.
Oh.
2, not 3.
Just dragged him down.
He's gone. Don't want his arms fall off.
Birdman's gone. So because that, even though that was Robin's round, because I'd used my special battle tactics card, which enabled me in the hero phase to give a unit. I can't see that. Strike first, which I gave them. So he's no dard.
No, I don't know what to do. What attacks has he got?
So obviously my Skaven clan rats over there have got 20 attacks.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
My Warlock Engineer has 3 attacks, 4s and 4s, damage 2.
And I've got a war tail over there. As
You
well
do. So you'd be 5 up, 5 up. No, because I've got no rend. So you'll be 3 up, 5 up.
I think I'm going to go with him.
You're going to risk it for a
Play
biscuit.
the odds.
Now this guy can properly mess them up.
Yeah, so he's got a Staff of Abjuration and a Judgment Blade.
Abjuration.
And they're both 3+, but they have differences at the end for the damage. So the red one is 3 damage at the end.
Yeah.
They're 3+, 3+. So well done, red one.
So 2 hits.
2 hits.
Rend
1.
Okay, so 6s.
Oh!
So it's D3?
Just D3, yeah.
2. So 2 dead.
Oh dear.
I'm pretty sure last time he fought this lot, he killed a lot more.
I did kill a lot more than that, yeah. Oh dear.
Right, so I'm going to then attack over here with my Warlock on your boss. So he's got 3 attacks, 4s and 4s. 2. 1. 3 ups to save. Ping!
And now I will attack you.
Then your boss plan's going to eat him.
Let's try. So it's 5, and last time it was abysmal. So let's see. 5 and 3 again. So it's 3's up. The reds need 4 up. Oh, the reds are rubbish.
Oh god! But I think you've done enough to properly mess him up, though.
Okay. And then 3 up. 3
across the board. 4.
Better.
What's the rend?
2. Oh no, 2 on the white ones.
Oh, so I can't save any of them.
And 1 on the other one. Well, that's 6 damage.
Oh, he's dead.
Okay.
Oh dear. However, brace here. Brace here. How good does that put in a moment?
Not much I can do about that though. How long did the wall save last? What was it?
We'll say over here.
Where did I get it from? Oh, there. Until the start of my next turn, so we'll still have it.
going to zap him over there, and then all the way over here. He only cut through a couple of.
You didn't attack. You haven't attacked.
Going to attack back now.
Yeah.
So
okay.
focus on Robin for a moment. Look at Robin.
Oh, they're actually over there.
Right, so my rats are going to go back, so they can all pile in 3. So and they have a range of 3 as well, so anything that can't pile in is going to be able to attack you anyway. So there's 8 of them. 16 attacks. 4.
Oh, not bad. Well, I say not bad. It's
Exactly average. So it's 4 followed by another 5, 6, 7, 8,
a little bit
9,
above average.
9 total, and then 5 to wound you. 3 of them.
3, 4. So any rend?
No.
Any rend? So it's 3 plus. So I need to save 2 of these, otherwise he's dead.
So 1, you got the ward save still, haven't you?
Oh, I do have to save. Yeah, I could do the ward save.
So that's that one. 5.
Yeah, 5. So no, so 1 more damage.
It's only if you roll a 1 on that ward save.
Roll a 1, it
disappears.
disappears. Yeah.
So I've done a wound on him. That's not bad. I'm taking that as a moral victory.
Okay.
So that's combat done. So on to the end phase. So you take control of this one.
Yeah, I've got those 2 still, though they're not very defended.
So you score 3.
3 for that.
For holding 3 and holding 1, holding 2, and holding more.
I don't hold the Dracothian Dice.
Which one's that one?
This one.
That one.
It's your, I can't even see it.
His body's everywhere.
But I do score take the flanks because I'm within 3 inches of a short battlefield edge.
Over here,
and
can't quite see it on the screen.
Score raid because I'm wholly within your territory. I seem to have moved again.
So over here, you can see he's definitely 3 inches away from that battle, that short battle.
So that's 5 for me. Takes me up to 11. What are you on?
I'm on 10.
Still the underdog.
Yep. I'm used to it. That's round 2 done. So on to round 3. I was kind of hoping you'd wipe out those Skaven over there because I could bring them back.
It's pretty hard for me to kill all of those.
That's true. Right. I could run away though.
We have to do a roll.
We do. We have to roll off for priority.
I've got a 6.
I've got a 1, so it's definitely your choice.
But I've got no card. Well, actually, I have got one. No, I've got a 1 card. But do I actually
you have 1 card?
I have 1 card. Yeah, because I threw it away. But a shoot abilities are. He's got a shoot ability.
Yeah.
But that's not a shoot ability.
No, that's so spell, shoot, and I think that you kill my rat isn't the only other thing with the shoot.
Yeah,
and you kill my warlock.
I will throw that away.
So are you letting me go first again?
I think I have to, otherwise I have no cards.
This is true.
So I think I have to.
But you would get the double turn.
Yeah, so I could charge with my leader.
Yeah.
And bring my other guys back.
Yeah.
But there are no cards, which I may have mentioned.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't, see, if you go first, you're just going to charge him or just shoot him and kill him.
Thing is, I can shoot and kill him, but I still need to grab it.
Yeah, but then you can just move anybody into it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. But in theory, I could charge there. If I took the double turn, I could charge there and take that one.
Yep. But like you say, you'd have nothing to score.
No card, but I can't remember because we haven't played that much. I can't remember what they are. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I don't know how easy they're ones that are in there to score. I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay. Right. So first thing we do is the twist. So the twist is the underdog picks 1 objective on the battle. This is life spring. The underdog picks 1 objective on the battlefield. If there is no underdog blah, that objective becomes a life spring. This battle round, each player scores 1 extra victory point at the end of their turn if they control that objective. In addition, at the end of each turn in this battle round, after each victory point has been scored, heal 1 each unit that is contesting that objective. We're going to pick that one. Definitely picking that one. They no longer have that.
I think that one's probably yours.
Sorry?
I think that one's probably yours. I'm going to struggle to take that one back.
Anyway. So now we're on to the hero phase. So I've got a couple of hero bits. Oh no, I've got to draw cards. Didn't draw. So you've got that bit.
Oh yeah, I've look at mine now.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Right. So hero phase, I'm going to use, definitely going to use my Grey Seer's ability. I've just got to see if that unit has to be wholly within 13 inches of him. Is it wholly within 13 inches? No. I don't know. Is that wholly within 13?
From where?
From my Grey Seer.
No.
No, because that one isn't really. So are they wholly within 13? Yes. Okay, I'll use it on them then. So I'll try and use his Will of the Great Rat. So on a 3-up. 5. Yes, so they get an extra 5 to theirs.
Wow.
And then I'll attempt to use Wither on him.
So it's a...
On a 3-up, that score gets added to their control score.
Okay. Interesting.
And then I'm going to attempt to use his Wither ability onto Erebos. So I need a 6-up to cast it.
I still have a ward save.
Yeah, I know. 8 to cast it. D3 mortal wounds. 1. So you've got one thingy save. Oh, yeah, bugger. Oh, so close. Didn't quite deidificate him yet. Now, onto the movement phase. I'm going to retreat those Skaventide over there.
Okay, you don't take any damage because that's your special ability.
Exactly. So they just move 6 inches away.
You're going to go this way?
They come this way.
Okay.
So they're here. The first one away can get to there.
To there.
Yeah, and the other one can get to just at the edge of the objective zone here.
There. The edge of it?
Yeah.
Touching it? Or?
No, just about touching it, but they're not really in.
Okay.
And so they're all just going to squeak around over this way. Like that.
Okey-dokey.
They won't quite inside. So they're going to run away over to there. Other movements. Oh dear. There's another thing that I've noticed now is that I can't get onto this objective if you die. If I kill you, then you don't
if you shoot me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you have to charge and then kill me in the combat.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, you could move. No, because you can't move into it, can you?
No, I can't really. I can't move within 3 inches of you, which is pretty much all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fortunate.
So I think Mr. Greysar is going to come. How far does he move?
You might be able to just graze the edge of it. Or do you have to be wholly within it? Can't remember what we decided.
No, you just have to be.
Yeah, so you could graze the edge of it.
No, because 3 inches is still there, so he can't get in. Unless he ran.
Right.
Which could possibly work.
Sort of down to here.
Yeah, run around to the edge here. So I'm going to do that, which sounds mental, but he's going to attempt to run. 5, so yeah, he can get pretty much anywhere. So he's going to come around here.
Okay.
And be just 3 inches away from you. So just inside that zone.
So are we 2 all on there?
We are at the minute, yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to work out
but
what.
But now you can shoot him and then you'll control it.
Yeah, this is kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But I've got to kill him.
Yeah, true. He's still got a ward save.
My boss isn't really going to do it. He's going to stay there. Okay. So that's movement done, I think. So after movement comes the shooting phase. So my boss will attempt to shoot you with his pistol. So it is range 10 inches, so I can reach you, and it's 2 dice.
Oh! Ow.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Incidentally, people at home, let us know, do you prefer seeing this kind of view, or would you prefer seeing, where is it? Like, that kind of view. I could make that bigger. Would people prefer to see rolling in the bottom corner like that without my stupid bit in the face? Or would you rather see it like this? We can do it either way, really. So I need... What do we need? Crits at auto wounds, and I need 3 up. So 1 auto wound, and 1 D3 miss. These ones are all 3s. Oh dear. 6.
So 6 any rend?
Rend 1.
So 6 forward. I've still got a 5 save.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So I need 3 5s.
3 5s?
3 5s.
If you do it... Oh, there's at least one fail.
That's enough.
That was... Dear. He's dealed.
Dear.
That was clutch for me. Wait, these dice look funny, says Jose Martin. Where are the hammers? Yeah, tell me about it. Well, they've all got the hammers now.
Yeah.
So
conga line over there.
There's no attacking. So when's the end phase?
You're not charging.
No.
Now I have actually got a card.
Could I
can charge you?
Could I charge? That's a good point. Chopkins says, thanks, this version does look fun. He has to shoot. Well, thank you for watching.
Yeah,
and you can, this will be available later, so bookmark it, whatever. Give us a like, subscribe, all that, and you'll be able to find it and watch the rest of it.
Definitely is fun.
So, I could charge, couldn't I?
Well, yeah.
So I think I could try and bog them down in a tar pit for a while, and then you can't get to an objective. So I will. I'll try charge.
Okay.
10. I can charge. So 10 inches gets my back bloke to the front of you, and my front bloke to almost the back of you. So yeah. Squeak for squeakness. So they're going to charge in there.
Now shall I use this ability or not?
Going to rush you. Because I'm to combat phase. Combat.
Yeah, I've got an enemy charge phase ability. Ooh. I can pick a friendly unit that is not in combat. This one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I could charge as if it were my charge phase. So I could charge into these.
You
could. Then you might just.
I don't know if I'll mulch you, but you might not kill me as quickly as you did before.
When do you pull back?
I get some little rats back. I get D3 for each of my units, and they come at the end of the turn. So if you don't wipe them out.
Is it at the end of your turn, right?
Yeah.
So if I did it on my turn, it wouldn't. Nothing. You wouldn't get to do it.
Correct. At the end of any turn.
Well, okay.
I'll miss that.
I'll go for it then. Oh, I've got to roll first.
I mean, not a double one. 6. Yep.
Roll that.
Okay, if you're on more, you could have got further. 6 gets you about there.
Yeah. What does it? Can I go to there? Am I allowed to go to these?
Or where you start with? You're a little bit further because you must have been at least 3 inches away from me.
Yeah.
So 6 gets you about to about there. I don't think you're quite in the objective though.
No.
But must remember to roll for my rattlings on your turn as well. That's quite handy. So going to combat them. Who's going to go first? I actually think I might attack your bloke over there.
Probably makes sense.
Just in case. So there's 8 of them. 1, 2, 4.
I probably just shouldn't have done that, but
where's the fun in that though?
Exactly.
So 16 dice. Oh, 3 hits. That was a bit below average. 4, 5, 6 hits.
Oh, that's a bit better.
Not for me.
What was that? 6 total?
6 total.
Sorry, I thought it was 6 on those dice.
No. 5 is the wound. Oh, 2. 3. Yes, 3.
So
3 ups.
3 up. Are you ready? No.
No.
Oh dear.
5 up ward.
Yeah. 5 fail. I've got to pass one of them.
Yes, he's done a 1. Yeah, bastard.
So they've attacked, so I'll attack here. Now I can't attack with all of them, can I? But
yes, because you can pile in.
Okay, I shall pile in, please. Okay.
And you have a range of 3 as well. You pile in 3 and a range of 3.
Liberator's ready.
Which means nearly everybody in your unit's always going to be able to attack.
Okay.
Unless you've got like a unit of 40 odd or something.
So they've got 2 attacks each.
Yep.
And crits are mortal.
And you've got a bloke with a big hammer, haven't you?
Oh yes, okay. So I keep forgetting that. So the ground hammer is slightly different. He does 2 damage basically.
Okay. I could regret charging over there, like you might have regretted charging over there. But
yeah. My dice have not been good today.
I've been rubbing your dice all over me to get you some.
Oh, look at that!
No crits.
Oh, hang on, that's
3 ups.
That's a hit.
Yeah, 3 of them. Oh dear, no crits.
The dice will do you in this game for sure.
They can do. I guess the number you roll. Oh my god! That's got to be some of the worst rolls we've ever seen Robin roll.
Here's my 5 up, 2 up, 2 up. When we were at 1, I needed 1 hit. I needed rolling 2s and roll 5 1s.
They're going to attack back. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 ratties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think whilst clan rats, you kind of overlook them a little bit. They've got bodies to help with the objective holding. That's king, really.
Yeah.
They're 4s. Oh, yeah, 2. 3. 3 and...
Can't believe I didn't kill any.
That was pretty poor. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's not bad.
A little bit below average.
Yeah,
5s.
1,
2.
2. Any rend? No rend.
No.
3 up.
2 of them.
2 save.
Ping ping! See, while there's only 5 of you, you don't go anywhere.
Don't anywhere. But I'm not getting any, contesting any objectives anytime soon, am I?
No.
So this combat over here. So the Staff of Abjuration and the Judgment Blade. Do we say this combat over here? Do you want to show it? Or
Sorry.
This is one over here now. Yeah,
these guys
need to be better at switching it round. The Staff of Abjuration hit.
And so do 2 of the other ones.
Yeah, and it's
no crits.
I've got anti-wizard. That's just an ability. It's
not
with
odds.
No. So 3s, 2 3s. They've got rend 1, and that's 3 wounds, and that's D3 wounds.
They're both rend 1.
They're both rend 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
6s. Ooh,
okay, so the D3 wounds, but the 3 wounds goes through.
3 ratties dead.
3 ratties.
I don't think it matters too really. Which leave those ones there. I'll take them from the other side.
Oh yeah, you choose, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
But you can get D3 back in a minute.
Yes, that's my thinking. Ouch. So 3 rats removed.
Okay.
So that's all the combat done.
Okay.
And then we're on to the end phase. So I claim that one back again now.
Yep.
And I get D3 ratties back. Not from there, because nobody died.
Nobody died,
D3 from over there.
Yeah.
I'll roll it here.
Oh, that was a good net. Net nothing.
They're going to come back over here.
Okay, in the objective.
In the objective zone.
Which you're controlling anyway.
The objective zone. So then we're on to the end phase. So again, I get 3 glory. Well, 3 objective points because I hold these 3. 1 for 1, 2 for 2, and 3 for holding more than you. So that's a little tune there. I score Do Not Waver. I complete this battle tactic at the end of your turn if any friendly units use a fight ability and no friendly units were destroyed. Oh no, my turn. None of my units were destroyed.
No, I didn't kill anybody.
I also score Take the Flank. I control this battle tactic at the end of my turn if there are any friendly units within 3 inches of each short battlefield edge. Oh, is that each? Is that both?
Each?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's both. Yeah.
So, did you score it for
No,
yours?
because raid is different.
Oh, okay. So I don't score that
I
one.
think it's raid. No, it's not raid. Oh no, you're right. I did it wrong. Only one.
Subtract a point.
Yeah. Oh, hang
Which
on.
means
Complete this battle at the end of your turn. If there are any friendly units within. Yes, sorry, I died.
Within each.
And this really, yeah.
Okay, so I've taken one off for you. And
You're
I'm
not
giving
the
one for me.
underdog.
So I score 1 for the other one that is killing your boss, and I score 1 for the enemy general was slain.
Yeah, you killed me.
15. Now that does mean that this one here we had to roll for instead.
Yeah.
The underdog picks.
No, it don't matter. It was my mistake, so.
Well, we'll roll it because it won't make too much odds. So, because neither of us were the. So I get 6. That one didn't end up in the ball. No, roll again.
1.
1. The universe does like to toy with us.
2. 4.
Right, okay.
So you pick that one.
Yeah. The universe writes itself
Yeah,
again.
okay. I'm glad we went through
that. So I score 1 extra victory point at that.
Okay.
So I'm 16.
Not going to catch you up, I don't think. Right, we're nearly. So it's my turn.
Yes, so it's your turn 3.
So in my hero phase, I'm going to zap you.
Oh yeah, that could be quite nasty.
It could be quite nasty, yeah. I need to get a 3+ to start off with.
Come on! So what's this ability called?
Cleansing Fire. Pick a visible enemy unit within 12 inches of this unit to be the target, then make a charging roll of D6. On a 3+, I roll for each warrior in the... 3+. So I basically roll, how many you got? 10?
8.
8.
There's 8 alive in that one.
8 alive. So any 5s in this roll might kill
Kills a rat.
So do you know? Okay.
2
Two.
That's
Two
right.
goes better
Better
than
average.
nothing.
Better the poker gun
Yeah,
than
I'll
a
take
sharp
that.
stick.
I'll take that. Right.
2 dead from there.
So my movement phase, I can't really do anything. I technically could retreat into here, but then I'd die, so I'm not going to do that. I can't.
Yeah, you could retreat to there.
Yeah, but
And you would then claim that.
I take D3 mortal wounds there.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, forgot about that. I mean, you've got a 5-up ward save.
Yeah, I've only got 1 wound though.
Yeah.
It's not really worth it.
No.
But I do bring these guys on in the movement phase.
You do. Now we have to remember where they come on because
Yeah.
reinforcements are slightly different.
Yeah,
And
I did just read it.
And what does it say? One of the things that we haven't really mentioned, you kind of have to look at the rules to understand them, is that all the abilities like move and charge and retreat and attack, they're all abilities with keyword. They're core abilities. So you have unit-specific abilities and you have core abilities, and sometimes you can choose between one or the other because you can only use one core ability in each round for each unit.
So I can bring these on, but then you can't move them. So they basically are set up any replacement, identical replacement unit on the battlefield, wholly within friendly territory, wholly within 6 inches of the battlefield edge, and not in combat.
So that is 6 inches of the battlefield edge. So that would be along here and along here, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So I'm going to put them here. Like this. So can I do them?
Wait, you move that. To try and balance it on there. Well, you can. You wouldn't be able to shoot my boss then.
Oh, that's true.
And I would be able to shoot you.
That's true.
I mean, you could put them here, here, and here, and then you'd claim both those objectives. Well, but you have them anyway, so.
Yeah, but it just makes it more harder for you to take them off me. I sort of told everybody to go this way, I suppose, and then I could shoot you.
And the boss has taken a fall.
Oh, he's fallen off his base.
Oh dear. Hopefully no plastic damage.
It doesn't seem to be. Just fallen off his base.
Back in the day, that would have been a metal model. It would have
Smashed
been
into a million
100
pieces. Smashed into a million pieces.
Now they are going to be able to shoot at those.
Yeah,
because
you can shoot into combat.
Yeah, there's nothing in the rules saying
you
can't shoot into combat. Did you want to move him?
I definitely want to be within 3 inches of this piece of
Oh, I see. So for reasons that may or may not matter whatsoever, but yeah, you're within 3.
Yeah, okay.
I mustn't lean too far that way.
So I can shoot then when that's my movement done. So I can shoot.
I've got a thing. I'm just trying to use it.
It's worth mentioning that you can only bring back the reinforcements once per game.
Yeah, each unit that comes back.
How many people are watching now?
We've still got 10 people watching us.
Say hello if you're watching.
Who do you?
I hope it's alright. I always feel like we get a bit raggy towards the end because it's kind of like we're just trying to get the game done.
I'm trying to work out if it's us feeling ragged or whether it's the game actually sort of seeming
Well, I think
ragged,
it's presenting becomes harder and harder. I think as you try and sort of churn through it.
Open the door again for a little bit of cooler air.
Hello, right. Mickey Bells has joined late. Hello, Mickey Bells. Do you know the rules well enough to point out when Pete's made a mistake and to my disadvantage? So. Yeah, that's what I need to know.
So we're on to the movement phase. We've just done that. Shooting phase.
Okay, I'm going to throw spear at your.
So their range
10,
so they can all reach.
Yeah, okay.
Because you can shoot into combat.
Yeah. You can't shoot out of combat.
Rob Bridgewater's on. Hello, Rob.
You can shoot in combat. Right.
Yeah, you can't shoot out of combat. Some weapons allow you to shoot in combat, but not all do. But there's nothing that we can find anywhere in the rules to say you cannot shoot into combat if you're outside of it.
So I'm shooting here with my Storm Core javelins. They've got range of 10 as you just measured, and they're 3 plus D3 damage. 2. Nothing. Oh my god!
You've not had some very good rolls this game.
Stormcast. They need to go and sharpen their lightning. Right.
Now I opened the door because I thought it was cooler and quieter outside. Now someone seems to be hovering overhead with a
police
bloody
helicopter. It's the police helicopter. They've come to get us. They've seen my dice. They're criminally bad.
Hopefully that doesn't annoy, but if it is really annoying, shout and I'll shut the door again. No, I can see on there.
He's coming. They're watching. It's not. They've got Skaventide down there. That's.
It literally seems to have just come overhead just as I opened that bloody door. Right.
Fighting time.
Charging.
Right.
Charging.
No
charging.
charging.
Do you want to charge with the
Oh, I
Birdmen?
could do, couldn't I?
I mean, you could.
But
then you won't be near that. Maybe.
Well, I could charge I could charge him. But I completely forgot.
Why wouldn't you charge them?
I completely forgot I was allowed to charge. because I really won't. I would like to be within 3 of this. So I suppose I could charge in a line.
Yeah.
Still be within 3 of it. In
I
fact,
don't know if piling in means you have to move closer, but you have a range of 3. Sorry, Alan. He did say it was quite loud. It's like the helicopter's right over top of us or something. Let me just look at the rules for piling in, just to confirm if you would have to move closer.
It was right over there, I could see it.
Okay. Pile in moves. Your unit is in. If your unit's in combat, pick an enemy unit your unit is in combat with to be the target of the pile in. Each model of your unit can move up to 3 inches. So you don't have to, and your attack range is 3 inches. So as long as you're within 3, you can attack me regardless.
Okay. Alright, well I'll roll 3 dice. I'll charge.
See how far you can get. Anywhere you like.
Okay. So I think it's 15 inches. So I will. So I'll be within 3 inches of this.
The key thing is that he needs to stay within 3 inches of that.
Yeah.
And you're still within 3 inches of me. So
alright, we'll do that then.
Wherever you like, really. Those clanny rats might be in trouble now.
Maybe. So do they go first because they charged?
No.
No, they don't, do they?
No strike. No charging. No. Strike first. So on to the combat phase.
Pick, then.
So you've got 2 units over here, and my 1 unit of clan rats, and you've got your boss man over there and the other clan rats over there.
I kind of feel like if he's going to have any chance of actually hitting everything, I've got to use.
Rob says, if Ren takes a save over 6, does it automatically go through? Yes. 6 is not an automatic success, and there's no, if you roll a 6, then you can roll a 5+ and it might work.
Old style.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to attack here. Might be a mistake, but that's what I'm going to do.
For anyone who can't see what's going on over there, we've got Robin Cam.
So he's managed to miss quite a lot.
So we've got, he's done really badly, but there's about 6 clan rats left over here, and 1 should be mega hard boss.
3+.
Hold on, let me remove the camera. Ooh,
Hello.
there's Robin. This needs to be done in a much easier way. There we go.
We need the dice cam. Right.
It is on.
So the red cam is 3+.
Yep.
Well, they're both 3+, but the red one is the important one. Oh, it's missed again!
Oh, gee. But they are D3.
Yeah. Oh, that's a little bit better.
And that range is...
1.
Okay, so I've got 6s.
Okay.
No. So
Okay.
3D3.
3D3.
6 will get it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. Bollocks.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's not quite enough. And there's no, unlike in previous versions, there's no like battle shock or anything like that. So there's no chance that anybody left alive will run away. Probably because it's too small a game to matter. But yeah. Anyway. Well, I might as well attack with these guys then, and I'll attack your birdmen because I think they're a little bit better.
Okay.
Beaks and claws attack. No, unfortunately, his chicken dog doesn't have any attacks.
No, the chicken dog's not really there.
It's just a reminder that you've got a reroll.
It's a token for his reroll for his war save.
I realised I said I'm going to attack your bird.
Did I roll any 1s for my war save last time? I feel like I did.
No, I don't think you did.
Okay, fair enough. I feel like I did.
I realised everybody can't attack these guys. Some of them are going to have to attack them.
Okay.
I think two of them will have to attack your main guys.
Okay.
So I'll do the 2 attacking your main guys first because that's 4 dice. 4s and 5s. 1. Nothing. Okay. So then I've got the other 8. 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 lots of these, 4s and 5s. Ooh. That's 6. 6 hits so far, followed by another round. 6, 12. 12 hits. Not bad. That's a pretty bloody good roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But it's these. Apologies to anyone whose eardrums I've just burst. Of course, now I turn the sound off and I don't sneeze. Right, here we go. So 5s. 3 of them.
Whoa!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, any range?
No, clan rats.
Just about checking. Oh man.
3.
2, so 1 dead and 1 on 1 wound.
Do you care?
No, no.
Okay.
I don't care.
So killed one off there and one guy's got one wound left, but they are still alive.
Yeah.
So now both of those units can attack back.
Okay, well I shall start with them then.
Matt says, how are we finding it? Well, it's just right here. We just came in and it's right on the table. We're liking it. I think it's safe to say we're quite enjoying it.
I'm not enjoying it at the moment. My dice were much better than the other games.
So who's attacking first?
I'll attack with the ones you've just attacked.
Birdmen's.
Prosecutors.
4 hits.
Yeah. 4 hits.
3 wounds.
3 wounds. Rend 1.
So 6 is to save. 3 dead rats. Are they 1 damage?
Yes.
3 dead rats.
Okay, I need a bit of luck now. How many left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, so the red one is the... I've got too many. No, I haven't. The red ones are the Grand Hammer. So we're going to put it up so we can see what's going on.
So these guys got to pile in again.
Yeah. So Grand Hammer here, he's got his slightly better weapon. So he's the red dice. So there's both 3 up, 3s and 3s. Oh my god!
Wow, that's some terrible dice. Can't even grab them. Go here, stupid dice. 3's to wound?
Yeah,
that's 4.
A bit better.
Are they 2 damage each?
They are 2 damage each.
Oh, is the rend?
No, they're not 2 damage each.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't get the crits, did I? Because it's on crits. So they're both. The Grand Hammer's got rend 2. Okay. So that's 4 hits.
So I can't stop those. That's 4 dead already.
Yeah, 4 dead. So if you don't make either of these, then I'll wipe them out.
Oh, 1 left.
It's rend 1.
Yeah, 6s. Oh, is it rend 1?
Yeah.
Oh no. No, all dead. The rats finally get wiped out. War Machine says, how long has this game been going? Seems long for a lunch break. I mean, yes, we have been going
a long lunch break, although you don't have to video it on lunch break.
Yeah, we've been doing it for an hour and 45. We have been chatting a lot and answering rules. So it's an hour and 45 so far. We didn't start bang on 9 because we chatted a bit at the start.
We've still got a turn left.
We still have a turn left, yeah.
And that's going to be quite quick.
However, saying that, when we play a game of Underworld, when we record it, it takes over an hour usually. In those games, you can get in 35 minutes.
That's
so
true. We are quite slow. So I've scored 2.
Yes, you hold 2 objectives. You get 2 for that. 1, 2.
I've scored War of Attrition. If any enemy units were destroyed this turn.
Oh, I haven't attacked my scout.
Oh, okay.
I've got 2.
Okay, well I might not score that then. If you manage to kill him, I will score it.
I've got 4 attacks. 4 to hit. 1 hit. 5 to wound. No.
Okay. So I've scored.
Once again, the universe writes itself.
So I've scored War of Attrition because I destroyed one of your units and you didn't destroy any of mine.
Yep.
1. And hold ground because there are more friendly units contesting the large terrain feature. Actually, I'm not sure there are. I think you might be within 3 inches, so I might not have scored that one.
I don't think I am in 3 inches of that one.
Oh no, you're not quite.
No, it's just down.
Pretty close.
So you scored 4.
Yeah, so I've got 4.
So for anyone who's just joined us, you get 1 point for holding 1 objective. You get 2 points for holding 2 objectives. You will get a 3rd point if you hold more objectives than your opponent. But I've got 3 and he's got 1.
So I've got 14.
Yep, so you're on 14 now and I'm on 16.
4.
So we're going to the 4th and final round.
I think it's going to be yours.
And you now are the underdog.
I am the underdog.
So we've got to roll for an initiative first before we pick the twist.
Let's pick the twist.
Grand Hammer's only 2 damage. Yet there's not a lot of really high damage weapons unless you're a special character now.
No.
But it's only a Grand Hammer. It's not like those blokes who had like the super power mace things. But
yeah, it's 2 damage with rend 1. Well, of course, that's in this version. It may be different in the
exactly.
Game.
So we roll for initiative first.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
I've already picked my cards up.
3. Bloody 2.
6.
You get to choose.
So these are shit.
I'm assuming I'm still going to go first. Oh, I get a couple of rats back over here.
Oh yes.
So because I have a unit still alive, I get D3 rats back at the end of each round, which is pretty nice. Everyone's turn. So I get 2. They are quite hard to keep dead.
Yeah, they are. You have to wipe them out, but you can bring one of them back.
Both.
With the reinforcements. I mean, well, you can bring in the missing one back.
Yes, I can this turn. Yeah.
I think I've got to let you go first. I think.
Or else you risk not being able to pick up any objectives. So Robin's letting me go first. Well, he's choosing for me to go first again because if he got 2 turns back to back, he wouldn't be able to pick up any new objectives for anybody who's new or coming in recently. Has there been any double turns? No. And there's a very good reason for that, because you can have up to 3 objectives if you have... I'm going to get rid of the one I've got here, which was to have a unit within 3 inches of each short battle edge, which is never going to happen, and pick up my last 3. If you have a double turn, you can't pick up more objectives, which is pretty much the only way you can score. Unless you're for at least 5 glory behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's 16 to 14, so not quite. Okay, so now we have to look at our objectives and work out what's where.
I think. I don't think I can catch you up. Unless you just like really weird.
Bug flying by and attacking me. Stupid thing. Right.
It's not the helicopter.
So, this is not a helicopter, it's just me going. So I've just got a message from my wife. I'll just really, very quickly. I know people don't want to see that. So very sorry. Right, so I am going first. So we've got pick the twist.
Don't bother coming home.
Got to pick the twist. I should be lucky. So it is the grand twist.
I'm watching your video. I'm leaving you.
You better not say anything. Right, taking the kids. No, surely the worst threat. I'm leaving the kids. So Matsy says there is a similar penalty in full-blown 4th. Yeah, if you take a double turn, there is definitely a downside.
Somebody talked about it further up the chat.
Yeah, I think about you not being able to score as many points.
Yeah.
Dinner's in the dog, exactly, and dog's in the oven. So the underdog picks an enemy unit on the battlefield
and kills it.
That unit is ensnared until the end of the battle round, halves its movement characteristic and rolls 1 fewer dice when making charge rolls. Seems like the worst one to get at this time of the game.
What's his movement?
My boss man has a move of 9.
So basically drop that down to 5.
Yeah.
And then you would only be able to roll 1 dice. Oh, let's do that. I'll choose your boss.
Okay. So we'll try to remember that one.
Yeah.
That has actually stopped me from doing something I was thinking of doing. So
there we go then. That's not so bad after all.
Because I've got the taken objective that was controlled by your opponent without using the fight ability. I could have run around there before.
Okay.
But now with the move of that, possibly not, unless I roll maybe a 6. So, yeah. Okay, so before anything else, we've got the movement phase. No, we haven't. Before anything else, we've got the hero phase. So my grace here might as well try and zapporate your Birdmans. So he's going to attempt to cast his Wither. He cast it. D3 mortal wounds. 2.
So I've got no save for that.
No, I've got mortal wounds. So it's a bloke dead and he's on 1 wound left. And then I can't do anything for my other one, so I can't use that one. And then on to the movement phase. So I can bring a unit back, so I might as well. So they come back within 6 inches of the edge.
Pick a friendly reinforcement unit that's been destroyed. Set up an identical replacement unit on the battlefield, wholly within friendly territory, wholly within 6 inches of the battlefield edge, and not in combat.
Okay, so I'm going to set up that unit on this objective here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they were wiped out, and there are some units that you can then bring back. Some of the Vanguard units, some of the units in Vanguard do get that ability, so that's what I've done. And then movement-wise, I'm going to run some people. So my Grace here is going to attempt to run. So he gets to run an extra 2. So he can run 8. So I don't think that's going to get me where I want to go. No. So I'm just going to run him around there. These guys are going to retreat. They can retreat up to 6 away. Which means they can't be within 3 of you, and they can all get outside of 3 of you. They're all just going to run over to here.
You want to do these things to boost their...
No, that's at the end of the turn.
No, to boost their their holding rating?
No, because they weren't within 13 at the start. Because he was over here and they were too far away. That's or else I would have done.
Right.
So he's moved, they've come on, they've retreated, and they don't take mortal wounds. Normally you take mortal wounds if you retreat, but my Skaven ability is too quick to hit. And I'm going to attempt to run my boss. So he's going to run d6. 4. Can I make it? So I've got a move of 9, which is halved because of the ability. That's 8. No. So I will leave him there.
Close.
Now, because he's run, I can't shoot him now. Which is a bit of a bum. But never mind.
Run is a bum.
So, that's my movement phase done. I had a card I should have used, which was enabling me to move someone d6 inches in your hero phase, I think it was, or your movement phase, but I completely forgot about that. Because then he would have been outside of the objective, and then he wouldn't have got that. So, never mind. So that's hero, movement, shooting, there is none because he's run now, so he can't shoot anymore, and I've got another shooting on the table. Charge phase, no, I'm not going to do that, strangely. Combat phase, there is none, and then end of turn. So I control 3, so I get 3 objectives, 3 points for 3 objectives. 1, 2, 3, so I'm up to 19. I don't get take that warning. I have the Dracothian objective, which is in the middle here, so I get 1 for that. And I have the Behemoth Dais over here. I get 1 for that, so it's 21.
21, so I need to score 7, which I don't think is actually possible.
And at the end of the turn I get back D3 ratties in that unit there, holding this one. Ooh. 3, 4.
That's 2.
There's 6 of them.
So at the best I can score 3 if I manage to control one of your objectives.
You could, yeah, because you could either take this one or that one.
Yeah, I can't do it because even if there's only 3 in my hand, so even if I score all of them, that's 76.
Yeah,
and I have 7 behind.
Unless you had.
Yeah, there isn't a +1 there, is there? So
no.
So I can't. I could potentially score.
If you'd got the bottom one, which was take the land, which is hold a large trade piece in enemy territory, or there was the other one wasn't about getting extra objective points, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean I could possibly take this one, but you probably just tear me to pieces.
Yes, because you would have to charge.
I'd have to charge.
I don't think I'd kill them both. I'd kill.
No, I think I'd
probably
bring Birdman over here to try and take this one.
Don't
forget, he can move 12. He can move 10, and then they charge.
That's
they can
true.
charge into there. These can do stuff. Unfortunately, the Behemoth dial is the one that has the scroll of the arcane bolt on it.
Oh.
So I can't do both. That would be quite good because I could do T3 mortal damage on this unit potentially.
But like you say, even if
I wouldn't score it. But even if I scored all of them, I'd only score 6, and I'd be 20 to 21. So we'll call it a day because it's getting late.
We're going to call it a day there. So for anybody who didn't understand, you get up to 3 points around for holding 3 objectives, and that would mean you're holding more than your opponent. You will get it for 2 as well if your opponent holds 1 or no objectives.
Yep, true.
And Robin has 3 cards there that he could score. If he could score them all, I don't know what you've got. You've got to hold that objective there, which you possibly
I can score 2 of them.
Okay.
Well, assuming I hold that one, I would score that one. I've got to hold this one, which I am doing already, and so I'd do that one. And I'd have to control 2 objectives that were controlled by you at the start of the turn.
Oh,
that would be really hard to score.
That one always feels nearly impossible to me, but that's the one
that's not the one where you haven't got to be fighting though.
No, but you've still got to take 2 off of me.
But I have got to take 2 off you. So the only one I could possibly take is this one. I'd have to not die.
Yes, which is a tall ask.
Yeah.
And I think that one's got one of the best abilities on it, which is you can bring a unit back.
Yeah, but it's one who hasn't already been brought back, and I haven't got one off. So I'm not sure that is actually that good, because it's one you haven't already brought back. It's any infantry or cavalry. So mine, the difference for me is, sorry, we're kind of going off on one. The command on this one is pick a friendly infantry or cavalry unit within 5 or more models that has been destroyed and not already replaced. Well, I haven't got any.
Well, you got them, but they haven't been destroyed.
They are 5. Yeah, but also I can bring them back anyway.
True, but you could do that twice, couldn't you?
No, because it says have not already been replaced.
But you could use that first, then they get wiped out again, then you could use their reinforcement ability.
I suppose so, yes, okay.
It's very clutch, the ordering.
Right, yes, okay. I haven't thought of it that way.
That one's possibly better in some other armies where they don't have the ability to bring units back.
Or if you've got units that are infantry that you can't bring back.
Yes.
Is that what you mean? Is that what you basically was just saying? Yeah.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's, like I say, the Nurgle at least, and I think the skeletons...
I bet the Nurgle haven't got big forces over because it's got to be 5 or more models.
No, you get... they have 2 units of 5 plague
okay, so that would be good then.
Yeah, could be quite nasty in that situation. And like the skeletons in the vampire camp, they don't get, or the soul blight as they're called now, they don't get any kind of bring unit, but they don't get the reinforcements. Robin's just so happy, just so they deafen people. Yeah, so that's that. There you go. That's the game. Hopefully, people enjoyed watching that. I don't know if anybody has any questions they'd still like to ask.
Anybody's doing it. Yeah, I do enjoy it. I have a couple of reservations. We've only played 3 games. One is that I think the person who's gone first has won every game. However,
possibly
my dice in that game were atrocious.
They were.
I feel like yours were pretty bad in the second game we played.
Yeah.
So that's my other reservation is I think it's quite dice dependent.
It's a very dicey game. I think that's true of any GW game though.
But I think that's kind of fun. I was thinking about it today. I was thinking, it feels quite dice dependent. It's more fun than Yahtzee.
Yeah, that is true.
Which is very dice dependent and quite a good way to spend the evening. So it doesn't matter that it's dice dependent.
Also, I'd say that just because I think it's nice to know that it is dice dependent still, because you don't want to just sit down. No. Your opponent gets an army and go, well, I can't beat you anyway.
No.
I might as well.
That's I suppose the difference is the third way, I suppose, is the tactical choices that you make.
Yeah.
Make a big difference. I don't know how much they do make a difference.
No, because I feel like whenever you could score an objective in this game, you want to score the objective rather than use the ability. But there is one ability, I got it right at the start, but there is a heal your hero D6.
Yeah.
If you had got that
really
out,
useful.
That would have been potentially massive.
Know where that is. I haven't found that one.
You must have used it earlier.
It's
the.
Oh yeah, it's here. Right, my last
one
go.
of the first
ones.
My
last go. Yeah, it's the last terrain feature one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean that would have been brilliant. I mean, you've killed my hero in every game, and I don't think I've killed yours.
I think you've killed him in most games.
Oh, okay, all right.
In this game, he just didn't get stuck in early. The rat ogres got obliterated really quick.
Yeah.
But then I just didn't get him jumped in until he could pick on people weaker than him, which is kind of what you want. And then when your boss was over here and could have possibly ripped all those clan rats to shreds, it made more sense to run around here.
Yeah.
Knock this bloke's arm off.
You got the fight first ability, didn't you?
I did.
So it wasn't worth trying to attack them. So, yeah, I mean, I do enjoy it. It is good. I think you probably need a couple of armies to fully enjoy it all the time. So you've got a bit of variety. And I would like to see more variety in these.
Yeah, I really hope that they come out with new objective card packs.
These being the objective command packs, because they're quite good. But you do, I mean, we've played 3 games, and I haven't tried to remember them. But I've started to know what you're going to do.
Yeah, if you see your opponent running for an edge,
yeah,
or running over to their terrain piece, and I guess sometimes it doesn't matter because there's nothing you can do about that because they're going to score it in their turn anyway.
Yeah.
All you can do is think, okay, I want to try and move into their half, and I want to get near their big objective piece and things like that.
I do like that you don't have to just run and charge things though. So like these guys. Their job seems to be running around the edge of the battlefield. I think they did it in the other game as well.
Yeah.
Not getting involved and just mopping up the...
And maybe that should be the birdmen, because they can fly around quicker.
They're faster,
and yeah, there's only 3 of them, so it's easier to get in your opponent's half with them, and they still have the ranged attack. So they can still fly around and pop some shots off, whilst the slower guys sort of plod towards the middle.
Yeah, they've got an ability which is almost useless. They get +3 on their holding objective.
That's quite tough.
But only in your territory, and only wholly in your territory. So this one is basically this one.
Yes.
And you didn't come... No, because that's not wholly in my... Oh, no, it is in this game because it's diagonal. Yeah. I kept forgetting that.
Yes.
But yes.
Yeah, if you're playing straight on, that's literally just the one.
And there's probably 2. Oh yeah, if you're playing straight on this board, yes. On the other board, I think it's probably 2.
There might be 2.
Yeah.
And
VJ's in. Hello, VJ, or Morph, I should say, is in. Hello.
And it is also nice to know when you jump on an objective and sit on it, you're like, you ain't taking this.
Yeah.
Because them, 3 of them with an extra 3, 5 and the next 3, that's a control of 8.
Yeah.
The chances are if I get clan rats near it, even though I might have 10 of them, they're not going to be Generally, there's not 8 left.
No.
There's going to be several, drinking through straws, eating through straws by the end of it.
They do like straw rats, I believe.
Yeah. I do like the fact that every game we've played has been quite different because the objectives they make
and close. Although I couldn't beat you at the end there, I could have scored 4, which would have put 2 in it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And like we say, if any of your packs of dice rolls had come off slightly differently, could have been a very different game. And that's kind of why we play these games, right?
Yes.
Because you roll some dice, and the dice gods decide. And I think, technically, we've won one game each, and we got halfway through one. Our very first game, we got halfway through, and then we gave up after. Well, we had to stop after about 2 hours because it was about 11 o'clock.
What's your average play time? Yeah,
I'm assuming play time.
A couple of hours.
Well, we started the stream at 9.
Right.
It's 11 o'clock now.
Okay.
And we've been recording, which I think adds a good 40% on.
So we played 3 games. The first game we've been playing Underworlds already, so we didn't start till late, so we didn't finish that game. That was our very first game. The second game was probably about an hour 45.
Yeah.
And then this game probably is an hour 45. You take out, or maybe an hour and a half. You take out the.
Yeah.
It's definitely getting faster.
We are getting faster, and I think if we hadn't been talking to people and answering questions and generally nattering about it, if you just sat down and say, right, we're going to play a game, and it's going to be a slightly competitive game, there would be a lot less chatter going on. I reckon you could get this in an hour and a half. Their whole play in and lunchtime thing was always bull.
You'd need a long
It was
lunchtime.
never going to be the case. But I think hour and a half you could get this done.
Yeah. Maybe if your lunchtime's at Games Workshop and you're allowed to play because it's your job, and they can put you in White Dwarf. Maybe then that's alright. That's what, isn't it?
They're like, that's our lunchtime. I played a 3,000 point game of 40k the other day in my lunchtime. Is that the one with the battle report? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's got any other questions about this.
So would you recommend this as an evening game? Yes. I mean, you won't. Sorry, VJ said, would you recommend this as an evening game comparable to a board game? You won't get several games of this in an evening.
You could possibly get 2 in if you started.
You could
6, 7 o'clock-ish, and you didn't mind going on till about 10, 11. You could probably get a couple of games in.
But you can't in a comfortable evening session. You can play a couple of games of Underworld, possibly 3 if you're not.
Yeah.
But because we do the Underworld's club.
Yeah.
And we only get 2 games in.
I got 3 last week, so I did get 3 games in.
I only got 2 in.
I think it's possible, but you've got to be quick.
This, I think, you're looking at... If you're meeting a mate and you're playing it with some beer and pretzels, then 1 game is all you need.
Yeah, because you're going to have a good old laugh and you'll probably have a good old chat at the same time.
But it definitely is... It's a much more sociable game than playing full Age of Sigmar, because full Age of Sigmar you have to concentrate all the time to make sure you've got all your buffs and everything working together and synergising, where this is just like, well, I know what everything's doing, and you can have a chat and a laugh as you go along, and you're not going to be pushed for time unless you choose a short time. And
you've got like maybe a couple of units that have something special you've got to keep remembering, but because you've got the different phases, like hero phase, what have I got? I haven't got anything. Movement phase, what have I got? I've got these things. Yeah. So they're generally right there in front of you to easily see what your special.
And we've played 3 games. I don't know about you, but I pretty much now can remember what all the special rules are for all of them.
Yeah,
and that's only through not trying to remember them.
And even if I can't remember them specifically, it's like I know he's got a hero ability, so I just need to check it.
Just check what it does. Yeah, 100%.
And then Morph says, are the Spearhead rules still free online? Yes, they've said that they're going to be releasing all of the. I believe they've said they're going to release, or at least I'm hoping that they're going to release all of the Spearhead rules as free PDFs and the core rules. Because they did that with 40k.
Yeah.
They did that with the combat thing rules and the core rules for 40k. So I'm expecting to see all of those online. The only problem is you can't get the cards, or the twists, or the board without buying it at the moment. But hopefully they'll release a Spearhead box with just the board, because the board you don't use in regular AOS, and none of the cards are used in AOS. So it would make perfect sense for them to release a pack with the boards, the terrain, and the cards all in one.
Yeah, and you don't even need the board because you can use any board and mark out the objectives.
As long as
you do need the twist cards.
Yeah.
Really, and
I'm pretty sure they're probably going to appear somewhere at some point. So if you then wanted to print out and make your own, you'd probably be able to do that.
I'm not condoning that on this official DW sponsored
Definitely not.
video.
And
yes, they will be.
He's just thinking more about this being a good way for him to get those nice minis.
Go to bed, agents. You're drunk.
Collected when he was fooling himself into thinking he had time for any game. Yeah, the thing I really like about this, I mean, it's got a quick play time, it's fairly simple rule set, all of those things tick the box for me. Nice small play area which makes it much more manageable. But the thing I really like the fact of is, like, I can paint these Skaven, but by the time I've done these Skaven, I'm probably going to be sick of painting Skaven. And then I go, oh, what other Vanguard boxes are there out there? I can get one of them and paint
And if you have got minis, you can probably proxy something.
Yes.
If you haven't quite got the exact Vanguard, you can proxy it fairly easily.
Yeah.
It doesn't even need to be particularly...
Hello, Ed, by the way.
WYSIWYG, because...
Base size is the only thing that really matters.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter if they haven't got the right weapons, because they've only got one weapon op choice in the list anyway, so it's kind of like, well, actually, this is what they've got.
That is another nice thing about it, is that, you get your Vanguard, and it tells you what everyone's got. You have a choice at the beginning where you can pick a few army-specific special things, and you can give your hero one extra ability, but that's it. It's like your unit of blokes with hammers, they can all have swords or pikes, whatever they've got, doesn't matter. This is their weapon profile.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have that situation where they've got pikes, but you put them with hammers and your opponent won't play against you because they've got hammers and they're not pikes. Whereas this is like, well, I know they've got hammers, but it says the thing, they've got pikes, so that's what they've got.
Exactly, or vice versa, and I just feel like this is a much more casual but still very fun version. We're finally being able to play some AOS, which we've not been able to do since almost the beginning because it was just too much for us.
Yeah.
And it's just enough for our aged, simple brains to be able to grasp. And it might be the point we get into in the future and we go, actually, we actually try a proper game of AOS because we've just painted enough stuff or something like that. It won't be that too much more of a leap, but it might be still too much of a leap to make it worthwhile. So we'll probably stick with Vanguard, Spearhead for quite some time. He says he's good. Morph says he's good to substitute for a board and to find the cards. He's not paying GW card paper. I mean, the prices of some of this stuff are horrific. In the UK, the box is 160 RRP, so you'll be able to get it cheaper from other retailers and stuff. And that is the equivalent of about 2 Vanguard boxes. So for all the extra stuff you get, that's the only thing that makes me sad, is that there's a load of Skaven models I would like to build and paint, but they don't play Spearhead.
Yeah, that is the drawback. I mean, I kind of agree with you there, more up to a point anyway, that actually GW should make most of the paper stuff freely available, and then people will buy the miniatures to play the game.
Yeah.
I think, obviously, rule books and stuff, they have a cost. But the cards and things, if you want people to play your game and buy your miniatures to play your game, like, give these away for free, and then people might buy a Vanguard box each and play Spearhead.
They could at least release a PDF of that.
Yeah.
So people could then download it and sort it out themselves or whatever.
Yeah, UK play. Yeah, we've discussed the Aussie price tax on the Patreon Discord.
It was 230.
Yeah, I think it worked out at £237. I think was what Google said the exchange rate was, which is insane.
It's absolutely mental. I mean, I wouldn't even like to think what it would all cost separately if that's the altogether price. Bearing in mind again as well that this isn't the starter box.
No,
this is a launch box thing.
No.
This isn't the actual starter box. This is just what
do they call it?
It's like a promo box or something like that.
Yeah, it's like the deluxe. I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, they never announced that they're going to do starter boxes, presumably because people then won't buy this one. But they always have done, I think, for the last.
I'm pretty sure for 40k they released a 40k box that just had the 2 combat patrols in and the rules. So I'd like to think that they'll do a similar thing for Skaventide.
Yeah.
They'll do a cut down version.
It seems just doing a box of this with just the Spearhead rules in it feels like a no-brainer.
£100 or £80-90, something like that, with the 2 Vanguards
and the Fire and Glory, or whatever it's called.
Fire and Jade.
Just feels like a no-brainer. Whether they'll do that or not, I don't know, because obviously they want you to play the full game, I think. Maybe.
Possibly, but they've got to also acknowledge the fact that they might be able to get a very large group of people into the game who are never going to go beyond this, but will still do this. They still have find a way to make money for the people that already have many collections. Yeah, there is that.
It's hard to say because I feel like people are always itching for an excuse to buy more models.
I'm already thinking about what I could get for my third Spearhead.
We have already.
I haven't even painted the first one.
We have been discussing today what other Spearheads we would like. I guess we should probably wrap up.
We probably should. I will say I did like the fact that in the Spearheads they gave you the options to bring units back. So rather than just penalising the really good armies, they empowered the weaker ones by giving you the ability to reuse things without having to go and buy more models. It was a quite effective function within the game.
Yeah.
And it works. It just works in each other.
It makes it technically interesting too, because as I said in the middle of the game, sometimes you're thinking, I don't actually know if I want to destroy that unit because you can bring it back in a more useful place.
Exactly.
Today it wasn't quite the same, but in the other games certainly I felt like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know what you thought of this, because obviously it's our first game and we can do more.
If people want to see
If people want to see them. I don't know whether we'll do more live or whether we might record them and then kind of annotate them.
I feel like this would be quite easy to record and annotate.
Yeah.
Cut out all of our jabber and then just the hard hitting things that happen in the dice rolls and stuff.
And let us know if you want to see other Spearheads. I mean, we haven't got very many, so you're going to have to put up with MacLeod and Cities of Sigmar and these two. There's not many other options, but we will build if people want to.
We'll have to give John a shout.
We'll build more. Yes, we're going to get John over with his ghosts. Ed, we want you over with your Seraphon.
Yep, and
we should get.
I think he's got ghosts. He's also he'll have Gits at some point, and he'll have what's the other one he's got? It's all ones I want. Oh, he's got Magickin as well. I think coming up.
Maybe we should get Scops down.
Scops, definitely.
She's got giants.
She's got the giants, and I don't know if she's got the right sized ones. Though she might have the big ones, but she does have the Chaos Undivided or the Slaves to Darkness.
They're really well painted as well.
They do look very nice. So the cities look wonderful. Fire Team and Bladeborn. I mean, yeah, but we need to get more units for them.
Yeah, they're just, unfortunately, much as we might like to, there's just no point. There's literally just you watching it more.
Well, not only that, but we're playing a game no one can buy.
Yeah,
they never made it available anymore.
Yeah, that is very true.
It's a bit like us playing a first edition version of, I don't know, some special game that you can't
Test of Honour.
Yeah, stuff like that. Which is like, oh yeah, you can play this game, but you can't have it. Yeah. But you can watch us play it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching.
Yes, hopefully that helped people decide a bit more about what they, whether they want to get into Spearhead. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it too. I'm enjoying it much more than I've enjoyed any Games Workshop big box game ever.
Really, pretty much. We tried several times with 40k, and we tried with AOS at one point, and no, but this is pretty good. This is. I don't know if this is what I would have wanted when I was a kid, but it's certainly what I want now as an adult.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Stuart Long says he's assembling some flesh. Of course, we can bring them in, Stuart. Bring them along, and we can see them on the table.
Definitely wants more of these games as well. Excellent.
Okay, well, maybe we'll look at trying to do one once we get some painted armies up, and then we can put something together. Maybe.
Flesh Eater Courts is on my shortlist, Stuart, as well. So... so I think Sylvaneth and Flesh Eater Courts are on my shortlist.
Sylvaneth because there's about 8 models.
Yeah, I've wanted to paint those woody tree things for quite some time.
Dryads.
Yeah, and they've got
the big tree.
They're not called Kurnoth, or are they called Kurnoth? I can't remember what they're called. But those anyway. Yeah, I quite fancy painting those.
Oh, BJ says, how does it compare to Combat Patrol for 40k? This just feels like it's a better game.
Yeah, we did put this in, I think, in our sort of initial videos. Combat Patrol, you just felt like you were playing a cut down version of something else, and you weren't playing a proper game.
You still played on like a 3x3 table and stuff,
but also it just didn't. The moving parts didn't work together because you're like, it just felt like there was something missing. This doesn't feel like there's anything missing because it's been designed to all work together,
and it's got specific stuff for it, which makes it feel more like its own product. Whereas Combat Patrol kind of just felt like a if you can't be bothered to play a proper full game, you can play this half-assed
version.
It's
just for me. It just feel like play this until you're big enough to be able to play the proper game.
Yeah, until you've got enough models.
This doesn't feel like that. You can play this and have fun with it indefinitely.
So we'll be looking forward to playing more of this, and hopefully you will all be looking forward to seeing more of this. Do like, subscribe, ring that bell if you haven't already. Leave a comment afterwards to say what you enjoyed about it. And Vijabol says, do you think combat control could be restructured to be more...
I would be very surprised if Pete ever learns to read. Now, I would be very surprised if the next iteration of combat, which must be in 2 years' time, of combat patrol, isn't like this. I would be very surprised.
Yeah, I would be very shocked if it didn't look identical.
Which might bring us in.
I mean, if I was GW...
Which you're not.
Which I'm not, but if I was, you can't help but look at this and see what a lot of people are saying about it, that there's no real negative to this. Because people who don't like it don't have to play it.
No.
But people who like AOS but don't have the time, suddenly they've got something. And we're already talking about buying another 2 or 3 combat patrols. In fact, you already bought the rest of the combat patrol before we'd even play the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that if we didn't have a channel. But
possibly not.
But yeah,
I wouldn't say you wouldn't, but we wouldn't have this if we didn't have a channel.
Well, yeah, that's true. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, but I suppose we read enough about it to think that we would enjoy it.
Yes.
And therefore it was worth investing the extra little bit of money for the combat patrol.
Yeah, and I just think that they've finally gone. There's a big market of time-starved, possibly money-starved people out there who want something, and we can give them a cut-down version which plays just as much fun. So definitely recommending it. Yeah, I think Morph's right. He does like a GW finally taking his chances to iterate their games while leaving the mainline game for those. Yeah, and there's no downside to it. Literally no downside beyond a little bit of developmental cost to create these different versions, which in the grand scheme of things can't be that much.
No, making their game more accessible to more people can only be a good thing.
Exactly. So we are going to call it there and say thank you very much to everybody for coming along this evening, watching us, commenting, liking, subscribing, and all the rest of that stuff. And we'll be back soon, sometime in the future, with more Age of Sigmar content.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody.
See you soon.
See you soon. Bye.